Fucking monster cuts through the noise, pulls the lies into daylight. Every move calculated, every word's a fist fight. Building new codes, stacking bricks for the future, turning midlife to gold. Cut the chains like a suture, keeps time as a weapon. Each tick is a death note. Lights up the skyline, watch the whole city take note. Not chasing the fame, here to freeze what's molten. Break open the silence, keep the truth ice coated. No clock to punch, and he's the one who dictates. Every second's a fuse, watch the skyline detonate. Eyes closed, living from the sideline. No talking, I'ma do it, bitch, it's my time. Everything's swerving, driving off of my tie. But I'm cool as can be, look at my eyes. These some pictures you can't put up on your timeline. More vivid than the NYC skyline. Some crazy shit you can't imagine, only I find. You just coming for a trip inside my mind. The street lights hum when the night's in my grip. Voices fade out, but the truth never slips. Shadows on the wall dance slow, then divide. I follow where they lead with the calm in my stride. Breathe like smoke, but the fire stays quiet. Dreams turn sharp when the silence goes violent. You see a moment, I'm already past it. My mind's a museum and you can't outlast it.
See. Here we go. All right. So I am good and I'm up here. All right. So like I said, it didn't really expect to go live. I wanted to go live today. I did want to go live today, but I did not think that I was going to go live because I think my energy is just really all over the place. So I like even when I want to go live, I'm like, oh, it's really early in the day. I'm not really gonna do it. But at the same time, me trying to have the energy of doing everything I'm doing and then trying to prep for a late night stream is a bit taxing on me. I'm not gonna lie. So I might have to try to figure out a happy medium somewhere in between that. Um, like I said, I wasn't really going to before, like, but I realized the sound issue. I wasn't really going to do a live because I started having a conversation with somebody, not just this week, but also even earlier today, and I'm just like, gee, like, and it made me think about this topic, and I said, you know what, screw it. It's I'm gonna get off this phone with this person. It's about 10:15, and I'm gonna create an episode, and we're gonna see how it happens off the dome. So we're gonna go from there. Thank you, everybody's already been in the building. I know you're probably getting your notifications late because I literally started this stream late. So YouTube's probably not pushing me out anyway because I'm not really consistent with my streams this way. Anyway, for the year, I was acting silly. So let me go to my other program. Crazy Mom is also in the building. What's up, KM? Smash the like button, especially on your way in. Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you for that, KM. And I got Alexandra in here. You said no sound. Hopefully, you hear my sound now, good and clear. One of the times I actually got my mic and everything to work properly. It's just my other stuff going on. And damn, that just kicked in. So, yep. All right. I got Miss Raven is also in here as well. Thank you for actually being here. I don't want to delay too much into it because I want it fresh off the dome, what I'm thinking about, and then we'll get into it. So, I don't know where you kicked in for the actual stream because I've changed the stream title like 3 times in like the last 15 minutes. So to and actually the last time I changed it, I'm literally just gonna make this my Q1 stream. So this is our first quarter stream. And I want to talk about something that's really important because I am kind of at my wits end, kind of at my limit when it comes to the victim mentality for a lot of individuals. And I'm gonna really try to lean this out. Now, keep in mind, when I get into these modes and I want to start talking my ish, some of y'all are already y'all getting your feelings, y'all get pissed. You're like, Mr. I'm not gonna ever dunk you ever again. I'm gonna say, cool. I mean, it's only the beginning of the year. Don't talk to me till fucking 2030. And that's even if I'm still on YouTube, by the way. So I'll tell you, like I used to say in the old days, this is a place where we're going to have conversations. And the conversations could be very much something that is going to be uncomfortable. If you feel like your fragile brain can't handle it, leave, get a break, get a breather. It's late at night, so I can't tell you hit the store in some of your areas, but come back tomorrow after you got yourself a Snickers, and then go through it very slowly. When I say slowly, I mean like don't hit 1.25 or 1.50. You'll have to slow it down. Because I know some of y'all just really don't like to fucking focus. All right. All right. So with that being said, I have changed the title. Let me go make sure I look at it properly. So yeah, the current title is it's a Q1 live stream. We're gonna go through Q1. I was gonna think about doing this near the end of the month, but we're gonna do it now. And the title is going to be a focus is self-respect. Let me say that once again. Focus is self-respect. And I think a lot of people are confused about how they see themselves and how they see the world, how they see society, and how they even see people in adjacent, in retrospect, in perception of themselves. Originally, the stream was going to be called one of my catchphrases I say all the time, that the world does not owe you understanding. But I realize I'm probably gonna change it and then say the world responds to who you show up as. I think it's important that I put it as that. And I think there I'll get right into it. Now, I don't think as someone who's experienced myself burnout, don't be scared, Alexandria. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. I don't think that most people are burnt out. I think they are unfocused. And as a person who's experienced this myself in my life when I really left corporate America the first time, and that's how you guys really got to discover me on YouTube because I started leaning into this during my time off and then doing contracts and stuff. Even when I thought the thing that I was focused that I was going through was burnout, and maybe there was a semblance of that, what it was. The reason why I could not really be the guy who I normally was on the job, on the clock, was because I was unfocused. I went from a point where things were routine and because things were routine, I didn't burn a lot of mental energy. And I went into doing extra things that would help benefit my career. But when I had managers that were constantly coming in and out the door, and even my own personal manager, two of my personal managers were gone, and everything fell on my lap, and people didn't even understand what is it that I did. They knew I was the guy behind the scenes, but they really didn't know who I was. Like I was like I always say this, like this is so different. This is why I say this is so different from being on content creation is so different from being um in a corporate environment because corporate environments have so many different people layers of people. I've always said this online the same way how I said it even when I was on those jobs. I would rather be the guy who is, if you guys ever watched West Wing, right? Bartlett is the president. But to me, I'm Leo. I want to be the guy who's behind the scenes. I'd rather be chief of staff. I don't want to be the guy who has all the lights on him, all the eyes, all the blame. I don't want to be that guy. I like being the guy who's responsible for making sure that the main guy looks good. But that main guy knows that if I ever so much as sneeze the wrong way, he knows it might fuck up everything he has. That's just it's not I don't need to be in the limelight as long as I am valued for what I bring to my space, to my circle. And I'm the same way how I am about my team, the people who I'm around, the people who I associate with, my friends and everything. Everybody's smart and everybody has something going on, but you always want to question if you are the one who is bringing the most or the least to your circle. You want to know that they still keep you as a valued member that they know they can rely on. And I think a lot of people take the idea of that hard work and that self-perception and it becomes unfocused. And that's what I want to get into. So when I said that when people become unfocused, what I'm talking about is that they make mistakes that would eventually lead to their failure. I can say this. I've failed multiple times, people. I have aired them out online and everything. I've talked to people in the back chat. I have had to have motivational talks with people in the back chat. I've had people cry. Some of y'all have been there in those back conversations where I've had people crash out or spurg out or even cry, and you see me do what I got to do to mend. Not because I just care so much. I'm a bleeding heart, but because I'm like, I understand just how difficult the world can be because it's not fair. But it never was. It never was. Because when your attention is scattered, everyone everything around you feels heavier. It feels heavier than it actually is. Not harder, not more difficult, just heavier. You wake up tired, and not because you didn't fall asleep, not because you were tussling and turning and everything, but because your mind never actually shut off. I know what it was like to be the person who would go home and it was never really off the clock. You might have punched out for the day, but your mind was always worried about what was happening because you wasn't there. What was going to be taking place the next day or the next week or how you needed to perform for the quarter. And it's a lot to sit on. And I think a lot of people go through these kind of things in their own mind, but they don't understand what they're processing because they're not focused. A lot of us are carrying unfinished thoughts. I think like myself, because this happens to me when I'm unfocused, and I do this a lot. I'm very guilty of this. I say this all the time. It's like having a window that you know you have things that you need to do, but you always start moving on to something else, and next thing you know, you have multiple windows with open tabs. You have unresolved expectations. And you start looking at other people and they become noise. You start paying attention to other people's noise more than the expectations that you set for yourself. That's not to say that you're not important. It's not that you don't even see yourself as important. But you start leaning on the idea that maybe what other people got going on because they have a need of you becomes slightly ahead of what you think of yourself and what you're currently doing for yourself. And when you live like that long enough, you don't say to yourself, I'm unfocused. That's not what you do. You say something, you say something like, something must be wrong with me, especially if you're the type of person who's used to making shit happen. I'll give myself a drop on that one. If you are used to making shit happen, you feel off centered when things that you know you are capable of, things that you know you have done in the past, things that people know you to be that guy or that girl for, and all of a sudden, you're not really sure you got the juice because something is blocking your progression, not physically, but you know that there's something that's stalling you and you can't quite put your finger on it. And that is an uncomfortable observation to go through. And by the way, there's another issue that's underneath it all. There is an issue that bothers people, and they don't really want to admit it. A lot of people, at least the people I've observed, I've been through multiple companies. I've observed a lot of different people. I've had to evaluate spaces. A lot of people want to be respected the way that they see themselves. Let me say that again. A lot of people want respect from others based on how they see themselves. All right? They want the world to recognize their intentions, their inner narratives that they put themselves, and the potential that they believe that they bring. But sadly, this is not how society works. This is not how human beings operate. It's not a thing. It's never been a thing. People don't respond to your self-image. People respond to things based on their own personal needs, priorities, fears, and even what they're looking at the time as a survival. And this is why I keep saying something that sounds a little cold. It's not to be cruel, but it's true. KM, you've been writing my I'm pretty sure you've been writing my quotes down. I say this all the time. I said it earlier today. The world does not owe you or me understanding. That's just the way it is. I've been saying this to you guys for years. Go look throughout history. People are still fighting for the word fairness. But look through all of human history. The world has never been fair. That sentence that I say to people, because I've said it to people online, said to people offline, I've said it to people during their trainings. That sentence scares people because what they hear is abandonment. What I hear from the moment I heard it, because I heard it from a mentor. The moment I heard it, you know what I'm thinking of? Freedom. When I hear that, I don't think abandonment. I don't think of being lost. I hear freedom. And I would love to know that the people I've reached out to and that I've touched and I've trained or whatever, like that they've eventually come to that point where they understand that it's nothing to fear. It's to let them know that they need to step it up because they're one step closer to where they need to be. Because the highest opinion that you will ever receive externally, sorry, let me say that again. The highest opinion that you will ever receive was never going to be something externally. The highest opinion you will ever receive will always be the opinion that you have of thyself. What you think about you matters more than what anyone else will ever think of you. Just gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know why people don't train you this. Like there were days where I can hear about like old school managers. Oh shit, crazy. But like people would tell you that. Don't you fathers used to say this. Don't worry about somebody else. Did you do your job? Do you know what you can do? Do you think that you can still learn that thing? You're good. I've had bosses that would turn around and then say things like, yo, do not worry about what they are putting on you. Focus on what you can do. So many people, this is why I tell so many people because it's true, because studies have already shown it, even though people don't like to listen or read. Human beings really suck at multitasking. Let me say it again. Human beings really suck. They stink. They are garbage at multitasking. Because it's not just about the task, but it's also about one's energy and capability. And a lot of people do not take that into effect. They're only thinking about the task at hand. And unfortunately, there are too many tasks at hand. And instead of putting down one to tackle one, they think I could do a little here and a little there and a little here. And then as time is winding down, as the clock is winding down, they realize, holy shit, I don't know which one I should focus on most on. Well, let me ask you, how confident and how capable of an individual are you? How comfortable and capable of an individual are you at your craft, at your skill, at your knowledge base, at your level of rapport that you built with other people? And this is why I say it's based on the opinion that you have of yourself being the first thing. It's not the only thing that matters. It's not the only thing that matters, but keep in mind, I said the highest opinion that you will have is not external. The highest, not the only, the highest opinion will be the one that you have of yourself. And by the way, not because it feels good, it makes me feel so good. That's not the reason why. It's because it's the only it's the only one that you can actually afford to control. You are the only person who can afford to control how you feel. A lot of people turn around and say, "You made me feel angry. You made me feel confused. You made me feel happy." No, you chose to be these things. You're not realizing it because you are no longer focused. You're just responding. You're not focused. Plain and simple. By the way, I should say this. Just because something is simple doesn't mean it's easy. I've had to explain that on my stream before. Easy just means you are capable of getting it done. If you can do it, it's easy. Easy does not mean simple. We are talking about capability. We are talking about competency. And I can get into competency too because a lot of people have that messed up. They have it messed up in their head. And here's where focus comes in. What you focus on affects you more than what's actually happening to you. Let me say that again. What you are focusing on, right? What you focus on affects you more than what's actually happening. Most people are affected, go through heaves of bullshit, go through freaking bouts of saying that they have to fight for their lives and shit going wrong, blah, 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 because these are the things that you focus on. It's not that the world is truly against you. It's that you're only focusing on the things that you think are most important. The things that you focused on are affecting you most, not because the world is actually doing shit to you. Two, two people can live through the same situation. One grows bitter, the other one grows sharper. The difference isn't circumstances. The difference, it's attention. What you choose to ignore will keep being on your back. What you choose to chase will further walk away for you have to keep chasing it. And this is why I also say something to you guys that you heard me say a lot all the time. You don't get what you deserve. You don't get what you need. You get what you qualify for. That pisses a lot of people off because a lot of people will look at their lives when I say it. They'll stop, freeze in place, And they'll go, I don't have the house that I'm looking for. I don't have the car that I'm looking for. I don't have the guy or the girl that I want. I don't have the job that I want. I don't have the money that I want. And I'm going to say, well, did you work hard enough for those things? Or did you think they were going to land in your lap? Because a lot of people do more talking and thinking than doing. I don't want to hear what your goals are. I don't want to hear what you think about yourself. What have you done? As the song goes, what have you done for me lately? It's not what you were talking about. It didn't talk about how much shit you were doing. What did you get done? I was watching a creator and he said something because I've been saying about people who like to do a whole lot, but they're running in place. This is what he said, and it's absolutely true. A rocking chair gets a lot of action, but it goes nowhere. You get what you qualify for. This is what you get. This is the reality check that a lot of people do not turn around and really get into. Life does not give you what you want. It doesn't give you even what you need. It only gives you what you qualify for. And a lot of people don't take the time to really hone in on that. It's not about your intentions. It's not about your potential that we're talking about. It's not how smart you believe that you are. And a lot of you guys believe you're smart. And you are absolutely not. At least not as much as you think you are. I'm talking about what your actions are. You can be you can be a motherfucking savant. If you didn't do anything, you will not be recognized. No, no one wants a do nothing know it all. Perceived confidence doesn't guarantee you a goddamn thing on this planet. People to this day turn around and say they don't like Elon Musk. Cool. You don't like Jeff Bezos. Cool. You don't like Mark Cuban. Cool. You don't like Bill Gates. Cool. Guess what? Plenty of people will turn around and say that this guy is smart. These guys are smart. And some will say they were absolutely fucking idiots. But guess what? Do you know what's the only reason why you know them? Because they did something. It wasn't because of how smart they were. They took action. I can't tell you the motherfuckers that turned around and said, I thought about Uber before Uber came out. What did you do to make it happen? I dropped to my knees and I said, Jesus, help me take the wheel. And that's why your ass is still sitting here bitching about them. You didn't do shit. And then some of you, because I had to break this down to a person earlier today, they said, well, God, it's in the Bible. God helps those who help themselves. And I said, have you ever read the Bible? And you could see it in her face. She said, yes, I have. I said, really? What scripture told you that? I know people say this thing, but what scripture actually said that God helps those who help themselves? I'd like to know. And as they sit there, flapping and floundering in the fucking wind, I had to educate them. It was never stated that God helps those who help themselves. That quote came from Benjamin Franklin. What it said under Mark was, God will take care of those who are the sick and the helpless, so pretty much long as they believe in him. It didn't say shit about everyday people. Your intelligence or your perceived intelligence does not guarantee you anything in this world. Who wants a smart bum? What value is that person bringing? Hmm? Any of you got somebody in your family? Smart motherfucker. Smart guy. Smart girl. But constantly are in some dumb shit? Huh? You know someone smart person, intellect, knows everything, can probably clean you out in who knows Jack or a fucking Jeopardy or anything. Knows could kill you in fucking Wheel of Fortune, and they do dumb shit every day. And you're sitting here like, how did you do that? You're the smartest person I know. How did you do something so fucking dumb? Perceived intelligence does not guarantee you anything. Because it matters what you do. You can read 1,000 books in a year. If you have not implemented what you learn, you are wasting your precious time. Have you read that book? Yeah, I read that book, of course. You sitting here and you so fucking deep and you got dog ears and you got bookmarks and you got highlights and then you've done absolutely dog shit. And I'm supposed to believe you are intelligent?
Wait, what?
How does that make sense? You slumming it on from couch to couch and eating ramen noodles and fake eggs and everything, and you the smartest motherfucker I know, but you don't have a pot to piss in or a fucking water window to throw it out of? And I'm supposed to look at you and say, this is the pinnacle of what I need in my life. What you do matters more than what you think. But also, folks, as I said earlier, the highest opinion that you have will be the highest opinion that you have of yourself. Unfortunately, this is where we also have to come down to the term, folks, of being too smart for one's own good. And these people will never see that. They will blame other things. It wasn't my fault. It was because of my daddy. It was because of my mama. It's because of the government. But will turn around and say that they are smart. Or worse, that they have a high IQ. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to people and their mindsets and even identity. Identity is not declared, it is discovered. Let me say that again for you guys. Identity is not declared, it is discovered. And what I mean by that is that there is a psychological principle that explains this better than any slogan ever freaking could. All right, listen closely. We don't act based on who we are. Let me say that again. We do not act based on who we are. We actually discover who we are by watching ourselves in action. Why is this cop car going crazy? Let me say that again. For the people in the back row, we do not act based on who we are. We act based on, we actually discover who we are by watching ourselves in action. Meaning, identity does not come first. Behavior does. What you do, how persistent, how consistent you are. What you do, how often you do it, and what you're known for doing, people will recognize you for based on what you think of yourself and how much bullshit you talk. You know what they say, right? Actions over what? Words. Bullshit talks. You don't wake up confident and then you act. That's not the way that works. You act, and by acting and through repetition, then you become confident, and that forms as what? A consequence. That's the way how everything is always run. And for some reason, we are so fucking ass backwards in this day and age that we have people that believe that how they think of themselves, other people should think of them. But when you ask them what they've done, they blame, they shift. It's someone else's fault. But then when you talk to them, they'll say, what? Me? I'm a fucking genius. I don't see you with a company. I don't see you on the Forbes list. I don't see you I don't see other people relying on you in order to stay alive for their family and their friends. I don't see none of that shit. And these are the thoughts. These are the things that are based also that you could just open your eyes any day as a functioning and capable adult. Let me say that again. Functioning and capable. That capability is very important. Because these are the things that shift, these are the things that are very important to everything. So if you are wondering where to begin, if you are wondering where to begin, do not, please don't do this to yourself. Do not start with motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Motivation is unreliable. I want you to start with a very honest question. This is a question I'm gonna give to you guys in the chat. Start with this. What would it look like to show up today as the version of the person who you already know who could handle it? Let me change it up. What would it look like to show up today as the version of, you say this to yourself, what would it look like to show up as the version of me who already knows how to handle this? What would that person look like? Say it one more time. What would it look like to show up as the version of me who already knows how to handle this? Not the version who talks about it. Not the version who waits to when they feel fucking ready. I'm talking about the version who already moves like responsibility belongs to them. What would that person look like for you? The same way how I say this to myself, what would that person look like to me? This is why I say, KM, you're going to hear this again. And another thing I say all the time, who you are to be, you are now becoming. Most people don't think about who they want to be. They're just coasting. They're in a scarcity mindset. They don't think about who they want to be. They're too busy struggling with who they are today. And I'm asking you, think about who you want to be and bring that motherfucker from the future into your fucking present. What does that person look like? Drag their ass into the present. You may not get it perfect, but drag them there. You don't need to wait 10 years later to be that person. Because by the time you make it 10 years and you finally become that person, guess what happened? That 10-year mark of you now is looking at the person who's 10 years ahead of that. Don't worry about that far in the future. Once you get the vision of that person, drag that person into your life today. And you would be surprised. You will be amazed. You would be amazed. Don't say, I can't wait till I have my fucking body in 2035. Don't wait till 2035. Don't wait for a New Year's resolution. You guys have been hearing me for a while. Why are you waiting on New Year's resolution? Get started tomorrow. And when you fail it, guess what? Start the next day. And when that fails, start the fucking next day. We're building what? Routine? Habits. We are conditioning ourselves. First of all, we are conditioning the fact that when we fucked up, we start again. And those habits of always being able to start over again, dying every day, we rise every morning like a fucking phoenix. And you know what happens? When it becomes habit and we do the thing and it becomes normal, becomes routine, guess what you just did, folks? You just formed discipline. Simply by saying you're not going to fucking quit on yourself. It doesn't need to be a big game plan. It doesn't need to be a big thing where you need a whole, but you don't, to go do something better for yourself when the only person who can only get it done first is you. You do not need a whole AA program. You do not need a sponsorship from other people for you to do something in small bites, small increments, every day. Small things that are easy, not simple, easy. Every day, moment by moment, day by day. Learning is failing. Nobody has ever learned without failing. No one came out the vagina standing up, already running across the room. No one learned without failing. Nobody. You cannot become a saint without first being a sinner. Let me say that again. You cannot ever become a saint without first acknowledging that you were a sinner. What's good, Mayo? See Lep in here too? You can't know what wrong is until you've actually done wrong. Because it would just be the way to get around. Hey, there are people who are smart and can count cards, but it's an unfair advantage that they call in casinos as cheating. But is it cheating for just knowing how to do what other people are just not capable of? We're talking about capability. We're talking about competency. But because, people said, it's not fair that this person is more capable, has a larger capacity than I do. It's not fair, and I need them removed from the table. And you know what a lot of people in the world would say? They would say, like, what happens to me in a video game. For instance, content creator you guys know who shows up on my platform from time to time, Uncle Tom, right? He likes to play, like, Battlefield and Call of Duty and everything. I'm not a person who really does that. So if I get into the game and him and all the other players in there are kicking my ass, right? I'm not going to go to the game developers and turn around and say, it's not fair for people like me who now came in, and it's not my fault the game is brand new and I get into the game, but because these people have been playing your genre games forever, that I walk in at a disadvantage. And you know what they're going to say to me the same way how every player who was trash talking me after they killed me 100,000 times? Get better. Stop crying. Get better. The world does not owe you understanding. The same way how I have to talk to older people as well as younger people. Hey, young folks, do not get mad at me because now you want to look at me with this gray and you want to look at me and you want somebody, are you an old head? Don't get mad at me for being born first. The same way how I was told by older people, don't be mad at them for them being born first. There are people who are always going to be ahead and behind in life. But even those who are behind can be just as capable of those who are ahead. And there are those who are ahead who can fall behind those who are mediocre. We're talking about capability. And capability does not simply come with age. Capability comes with discipline, consistency, and the belief that you have in yourself. But most of all, what you do, not what you talk about. Don't tell me, yo, Resla, I'm gonna whoop your ass when I get to Call of Duty, man. When I get in that lobby, yo, hit that yo, I'm gonna snipe you like 20 times, man. You know what I'm gonna say? Do it, nigga. Show me. Show me. Don't talk. This ain't no Bin Laden tape. Show up. I will give you a week to prepare. Show up. Actions speak louder than words. That has been the moniker for all of my life. But too many people think that it's not fair that other people are more capable than me. Get over it. There will always be someone who's more capable than you. The question is not about them. The question is about you. Because I've seen people who have all of their limbs bitch and complain and talk about woe is me and all this other bullshit. And I've seen people who have practically no limbs live lives of abundance, gets to travel, not take things for granted. They have gratitude. They are living a more fulfilled life than the person who's sitting there. I saw there was a clip. It's a skit. There's a skit where the two guys come in, the military guys. So they're like military friends. One guy comes in, he's got his running gear ready. Other guy comes in, he's got his running gear ready. They go to the other guy's house. The guy's sitting there on his couch. He got the whole compress on his head. I'm just not feeling good, guys. I don't feel like I can run today. I'm just so out of it, man. I feel so sick. And you know what they say? You know what? Yeah, you know what? You're good. You're good. Yo, feel good, man. When both the friends are taking off, one of the friends has no legs. He's on prosthetics. The man who's laying in the couch has all of his limbs. Talking about he doesn't feel up to running. The man who had no legs is sitting there like, all right, man, you take care of yourself. We'll come check on you later. And he goes out to run. I have seen people who have gone through a lot of torments in their life. People who have lost, who have had family members fighting for their lives in the hospital, show up to work and put a smile on their face. And while other people are sitting there trying to figure out, this person must be a psychopath because they uh, are sitting around smiling. And I said, you don't even know the meaning behind their smile. They're not smiling because the person that they love only has a short amount of time before they leave. They're smiling because at the end of the day, at least they can have enough time with them still left to be able to say goodbye. They have a little time for them left. A lot of us will have the people that we love cut abruptly short, and we wish we had the opportunity to spend more time with them. And there are people who they are still alive today, but they understand that they're on a clock. And there are some people that just say, am I going to be sad? Yes. But I'm happy that I still have some time with you. I didn't feel like you got just yanked from my life. That you just went out and I'm thinking you're going to come back from work and you're gone. Gratitude. Now I hear too many people have unnecessary excuses. And when I'm talking about gratitude, this is what we can actually go to the Bible, folks. Because people will mention things in the Bible that weren't there. And this is why I also mentioned to you guys, bring in the person that you know you want to be, that you think you should be, and you bring them into your present. It was in Mark. Mark 11:24 says, believe that you've already received it and it will be yours. Believe that you've already received it and it will be yours. This is not magic. This is not manifesting. This is what we call alignment. This is alignment. This is the things that you want for yourself by doing the things that you need to do. Having belief is not about wishing. This is not a message to Santa. Belief is acting in a way that makes sense if responsibility is already there and it belongs to you. The world does not respond to what we want. It responds to how we show up. Let me say that again. The world does not respond to what we want. It responds to how we show up. And I'll even add a little bit to it. Focus is not discipline. Focus is direction. It's knowing where you want to go. It doesn't mean that you built up all the other things to get there. You still have to work on those things. It's just a direction, but that direction is also built around having self-respect. Consistency is self-respect. Gratitude is self-respect. Keeping promises to yourself is self-respect. Consistently looking outward for validation from other people instead of looking at yourself, looking inward, To me, that's when you betrayed yourself. That's when it's abandonment. Because the first person that you abandoned was yourself by seeking the validation of others and not yourself. It is ridiculous how fragile and how disconnected and how confused people can be because they are not simply focused. If you are capable and you're acting helpless to gain sympathy, you will not have that from me. You're not being honest. Leave sympathy for those who are truly helpless. The world has never been fair. Nature has never been fair. History, human history, has never been fair. You don't deserve more simply because you're a human being on Earth and you draw in oxygen. You earn more by choosing to push yourself to become more. Because there is a perspective without shame. Because I've seen people with real disadvantages live full, meaningful lives. And not because life was easier, but because they didn't give up on themselves. And most of all, they were so capable for themselves mentally as well. You know what they didn't do? They didn't treat themselves like they were burdens. Did they have disadvantages? Absolutely, but who doesn't? Their disadvantage is just different from yours. Not even saying unique, just different. And they did not look at their disabilities as a burden. And I have seen capable people starve internally because they refuse to take responsibilities for the direction that they're going. And that's not a tragedy. That's neglect. Being focused is not about being ruthless. I think it's about becoming honest with yourself and the people around you. When you focus long enough, at least long enough to act, I think the belief in yourself follows. It's not the other way around. I'm just going to believe and then shit's going to. No, you have to act first. Because how do you not know what you can do if you don't take the time to do it? But you're telling other people that you can do it, but you have no proof of concept. I think I'm leaning into the final stretch because I don't want to be repeating myself too much. But when I hear these people and they talk about how they identify and how they want other people to acknowledge how they are, acknowledge who they are, acknowledge what they believe in themselves. I'm thinking to myself, identity isn't something that you think. Identity isn't something you think. Identity is not something that you think your way into. It doesn't sound weird. It sounds weird to me. Identity is not something you think your way into. Rather, it's something that you act your way into. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Because focus will actually build belief. And beliefs will actually build movement, momentum. let me ask you guys a couple of questions. And again, you don't need to answer here in the chat, but I do have some questions for you guys. First question. Where is most of your attention going right now? That's your first question. We're doing some introspection right now. So the first question for you is where is most of your attention going right now in your life? The second question. What does that say about the version of you that you have been rehearsing? What does that say about the version of you that you have been rehearsing? The person that you're trying to be. Third question. What are you qualified for today? Not eventually. Not in the future. What are you qualified for today? I guess my last question. Yeah, 4 sounds like a pretty good number. What would you change if you acted like responsibility had already belonged to you? What would you change if you were already the person who was capable of taking care of that task? Hmm? How would you act? Would you act like you're a responsible person? What would change if you act like you were the responsible person who could already get that thing done? Those are my questions. Those are my questions for you guys. And again, you don't have to answer it. Just something for you to think about. It's food for thought. Because I think a lot of us, thank you, Ms. Raven, it's self improvement. A lot of us want self improvement, but a lot of us don't think about self improvement. A lot of people think that if they want to improve, they can't. And then they push it on other factors. It stops being about them and it starts being about how other things are hindering them, preventing them, inhibiting them from getting things done. Well, the thing about faking it, yeah, I guess, yeah, faking it till you make it. Yeah, I can see that. A lot of people do that. I think a lot of people do that. All right, let me drag this over. Let me drag my OBS over, and let me go see what you guys are talking about. Let me extend my chat. Peace. I didn't even know you was in here. Complacency. Ooh. And by the way, you know what's the saying, right? Hey, let peace. Let me see if you already know this. Don't answer for a piece. But what's the saying for complacency? Complacency is the what? I want to see if you know it. I want to see if you know what it is. Complacency is what? If you're not too sure, just it's all right. I'll tell you. No. The saying is complacency is the thief of joy. That's the saying. Complacency is the thief of joy. It will be hard for you to want to, yeah, that's the saying piece. Complacency is the thief of joy. You're constantly going through it. You have you're less likely to appreciate. I was wondering if you knew what it was, because complacency is a motherfucker to be in. Gatsby still in the building. Appreciate you, my guy. It is better to, and I've done this with a lot of people, and a lot of people still don't understand it because they're in their own self turmoil. But you said indifference, acceptance. A lot of people don't even understand what indifference is. Especially it's hard for you to explain in this online community, you can say. The opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference. A lot of people have not reached a state of indifference when they're dealing with people. It is one thing to be like, I love them, and then be like, I hate them. I just want bad things for them. It's one thing to be like, who you're talking about? Yeah, they can get kicked by a horse and die. I die tomorrow. I wouldn't care. And I moved around for so long with a lot of different people that the ideal of it, no, not even ideal, that indifference really hits me too soon. If anything, I need to develop a little bit of, yeah, you could say apathy. Yeah. I could use a little bit of that, but I've come to a point of dealing with a lot of people that indifference is one of the first things they hit. And since I don't have a wide net circle of people around me, there's very few people that I really can say that I need to hold anything for. And even the people that I'm really close to, I have no hatred of them. So when other people are like, "Oh, you hate me," "Oh, person can't stand this," "Oh, wrestler this," and I'm just sitting there like, honestly, you could die and fall off the face of the earth of the internet tomorrow, and it wouldn't mean shit to me. Because in my mind, if that happened with me, you would behave the same. That's just the way how I look at it. No one's gonna be holding no funeral, no vigil for me online. Because the truth of the matter is that you really don't know a person. Only some people take the time to really try to understand it and learn and know a person. Most people do not. And honestly, here's the truth of the matter. Like, you say savage, right? You say savage, Cam. But I feel that way about when a person lose their channel. What happened to that person? That person got their channel taken down. Their channel was stricken, it was taken down. I just go, another one bites the dust. I don't go, "Oh my god, are they okay? Are they gonna start a new channel? Should we rally together to make sure that all their viewers know that they're starting a new channel over here? They can get all their old viewers back up. And then did they back up all their stuff? And I I don't be giving a fuck. I don't be caring. I be like, all I want to know is one thing. What did that poor son of a bitch do? Not even poor. What did that son of a bitch do to get themselves stricken? Because you don't just get struck for no fucking reason. You somehow work towards it. You earned it. Remember we were talking about today, folks. Not what you deserve. Not what you want. It's not what you need. It's what you qualify for. So what did they do? How did they qualify to get their channels taken down? Because they qualified. It didn't just magically happen. They did something. Yeah, that's all, Pete. What's the justification? Here's the truth of the matter. Here's the truth of the matter, Pete, at the end of the day. The justification could be bullshit. But guess what? That's just the way the world is. Almost I can say is, that's fucked up. That's bullshit. There's nothing else I can say about it. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's crazy. You know what? You know what's the only thing I can say? Hope that doesn't happen to me. That's the most I can say. There's nothing else I can do. Nothing else I can do. Hey, hope it doesn't happen to me. What else can I do about it? Especially when we have an AI that can choose to take your shit down, not even a real person. You say that, KM, but I already said it earlier today. The world does not owe us understanding. If it happens and you're like, that's bullshit, it is what it is. Oh, I'm about to say, I see you up here, but I didn't even see you. Okay, there you go. You're in my chat now. What's good, Resto? Have I seen what? You said, have you seen this man? That's just the way it is. There's nothing you can really do about it. People say things like this. If you don't want, if you, somebody said this to me, and I'm just like, it's kind of true, but at the same time, it's still not an easy position to be in. Hey, you don't want to get fired from a job? Make your own job. I said, true, but however, that doesn't mean you're always going to be hired, because the one thing you will always know is that life is about three things: choices, trade-offs, and other people. I don't know anyone who is making money that doesn't require other people. Even if you have somebody that's sitting there want to talk a whole bunch of bullshit. Me, I do. I'm a content creator. I just go live, I hit that button, and I'm just getting. You need other people to watch you, nigga. You require people. You require the platform to still promote you. You need people. There is no business, no commodity, no ideal that does not revolve around needing other people. Even if I want someone else to watch my Sunday Suds days, I still need people. If not, I'm just a grown ass man playing around in water, playing around with bubbles. I still need people. And I think this is something that gets lost on a lot of people's minds. They think that they're doing everything by themselves, they're doing everything alone, and that all their efforts, all of their cognition has nothing to do with other people. And this is another reason why people fail. They fail. Locksmith also in the building. That one came in real quick and sharp at the same time. With the $5, appreciate you. You said false strikes on one's YouTube channel is really big. Yeah, no, I agree. It's really, and I'm like, it's ridiculous. I think that really something should be done more about that, especially like it should be looked at the same way how we have our prison system. Like if I have no other charges, no other felonies, no other, like, what are we doing here? And if I did something really egregious that can be proven, then it should be based on the fact if I'm a first time offender, or a repeat offender, or just a known offender. Like every time this motherfucker. But it's something I can also say about. Well, I'm on the clock, I guess, with them. Um, the boss is that, quite frankly, is that who really goes out there where they represent. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am the equivalent of someone working in the mailroom. I don't really get seen. So why would they care? It's not a big deal. Oh shit, I just took my whole damn screen away. Hold up. You have to love someone to truly hate them. True. Not true. You don't have to truly love someone to truly hate them. You can truly hate someone by understanding that they can take away the things that you love. You can truly hate someone if you understand that they have the means of taking away the things that you actually do love. You can hate someone then. You don't have to love them at all. So just keep that in mind. There are people who are going to hate you, by the way, just because you exist. Just because not because they don't even like you, to be honest with you. It might be that they don't like you, to be honest with you. But there are people who will dislike you because you are in the place that you are in the place, not only like position, but you have the status. So I guess position. You have the status of what they wish they could have. Jealousy is a motherfucker. And jealousy is only one way. Jealousy is not a mutually shared thing. Jealousy is mainly one way. And jealousy could be held by the ones who are hated and by the ones who loved. You might be a son of a bitch, say at your job, right? But if you are the go-to person, there are people who low-key hate you. And if a good opportunity comes up where they find you lacking, they will try to get you fired. Keep it a buck. Even if you never did anything to them, the idea that you get looked at first. Imagine this. You're at your job, right? And someone comes from another office because they understand that you're the one who's capable, right? So the person comes in to your spacing, your department or whatever, and they go, "Hey, I'm looking for you." And the other people looking like, "Well, why are you looking for? I'm right here. You could ask me." But you have a proven record of being successful. That can just be the small thing that starts up. And I can tell you that from experience. And you might be the person that's loved in your department. You might be the person that's always helped everybody out. Even the very people that's hating on you, you help them out because you don't know there's any hate. You buy people lunch. You even buy the people that hate you lunch. You sitting there, you cracking jokes with the motherfucker. You crack jokes. They crack jokes. You guys talk about hanging out. And low key, they want to get you fired. So I've I've seen both sides, piece. There are bosses who will there are bosses who are I'm gonna talk about other bosses before me. There are bosses who put up with people's competency and performance. There are people there are bosses who I've seen that put up with people's competency even though the performance is shit. Because normally those bosses that I'm talking in that particular scenario, normally the bosses come in, like they're new to the job, they're new to the company, and the person who is the most competent or one of the most competent, not the most, might be a person who also doesn't perform well. But if it comes to getting information, this person's a fucking encyclopedia. You know what I mean? Everything that they need. But they know what to do, they know who to go to, they know how long it takes, they know everything. But when you try to get them to do shit, it's like pulling elephant teeth. Um, and there are employers who will fire you if they have a whiff of drama. Some, most companies try to take that away. Um, and there will also, because of competency, if those people cause drama, but they're good at what they know everything they need to know. There are some companies, some employers rather, that will not fire that person. Now, me, because I've learned through being a different kind. I've learned by being several types of leader over my time. So I have learned that I rather get rid of someone who is competent, high on the competency, and underperforming. I will get rid of you. Because to me, you are the person who's going to cause drama. I will get rid of you. I would rather have a department of everybody who has to learn together, but they're performing as intended. I didn't say above the board. My first and foremost job when I'm dealing with people is this. Here's my first and foremost thing. Are you meeting the standards of your job? Of what you are there for? Too many companies that I've dealt with, right, want you to go above and beyond, right? But I'm like, that's not what they're hired for. It's one thing if you find an overachiever, and then companies will say things like this. Oh, we don't want to create bias. So you need to treat the overachievers just as good as the people who meet expectations. And I go, no, absolutely not. Because they could also just be a person who just meets expectations, but they're choosing to do more either because they're personally ambitious or because they like helping other people out or because they really like their job. Why would I be non-biased to someone who is giving extra effort? I, for one, don't like to be a slave to a company. So when I see someone giving extra effort, I want to treat them with the respect that they actually are giving. But you want me to treat them the same as someone who's giving hardly anything? And this is my thing, like, especially for those, like, if you're working under me, I say this, just don't fall below expectations. Because then you become a burden to other people. And if you're a burden to the group, you're gone. I will be on your head. But just meet expectations. I'll even let you know, hey, you're falling a little below here. I need you to do this to make sure that you keep above. Just meet expectations. Just don't be a burden on everybody else. I don't want no one else having to do your job. This is the whole reason why you're here for a paycheck. If you say, Resla, I'm just here for a paycheck, then do what you gotta do for a paycheck. Don't fall below that. That's all I ask. But don't come to me later and then talk about, well, I want a raise. And I'm like, and I want to be a millionaire. If I want to be a millionaire, I'm going to have to make some serious moves in order to become a millionaire. And if you want to raise, you're going to have to do some serious moves in order to be able to get there. You know what's one reason to get there? Is to move from beyond meeting expectations. And don't tell me that you want more money, but you need less hours. Those things don't match up. Why would I give the responsibility for the many if you cannot handle the responsibility of the few? You're having a problem just meeting what you're supposed to do, what you were intentionally hired for, and you might have been in your job for years. And you want more of the company? Not gonna happen, Captain. Yeah, common sense is no longer common, KM. You know this already. You know this. Common sense is no longer common, and when they talk, and when people like that talk, you know what I normally say? You want dollars, but that shit doesn't make sense. When it makes sense, you can get dollars. And you need a lot of sense to add up to that dollar, by the way. Like, it's just that simple. Right. I mean, that happens Well, here's my thing about that. Your cousin might have become the general practitioner, more money, less hours, but eventually, no, it's not even an exception, to be honest with you. The more of a specialist it used to be it used to be a time that the more of a specialist that you were, the more you would get paid, but the less hours you worked. This is also one of the reasons why so many companies back in the days wanted to be union. You wanted to get paid more and work less. But that's just not the way how our economy runs. It's if you want more, do more, work more. So even the idea of your surgeon, again, brain surgeon, we're talking about neurologist. That's what your cousin is. They're a neurologist. So while they work less hours, the hours that they may be at the hospital will be intense. Neurologists are rare, just like cardiologists. So they might be there for like 3 days, but don't think that the moment they sign in that they're not there like 3 days stuck in a row. Specialists have it hard in the medical field. They have it really, really difficult because there's not many specialists now. Most people are general practitioners. Most people are not specialists now. And those who are specialists get bogged down because they're just so rare to find specialists these days. Most people want to go, I want to be a pediatrician. I want to work in sports medicine. Or I just want to be a fucking nurse. Not enough doctors. Not enough specialists. Shit ton of nurses. And if you guys don't believe me, go to your favorite dating sites. You'll see them. Nurses are everywhere. Nurses are everywhere in the dating sites. Let me tell you, in my days, when I was single, the one thing I have not fucked was a doctor. But a nurse, plenty of nurses. Never got my hands on an actual surgeon or a pediatrician, an oncologist. Never happened. Never happened. But nurses, plenty of nurses. Every year there's a new nurse. There are so many CPAs, there are so many RNs. There are just as many RNs as there are YNs. I know I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but I said what I said. There's not a lot of travel nurses, but the chicken scrubs, easy to find. But doctors are hard to find. Doctors are a dying breed. And it's a shame. I can find more nurses and more dental assistants than actual doctors. Dental assistants, not even actual dentists, assistants. I've run across more dental assistants than actual dentists. I find more heifers that can clean teeth but can't extract shit. Can't do an extraction, can't do a crown, can't do nothing. Just playing around in your mouth. Pause. I don't want that blood on me. I don't want to operate a drill. I don't want to accidentally waterboard the patient. But I'll do a scan, though. I'll scan the motherfucker's mouth. I'll scan their mouth and just think to myself with my mask on, I wonder what that tongue do, wrestler. Can you turn your head this way? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I know what you're thinking when you're looking down at me. But you got that little smile because I can see your cheekbones and you're just thinking, I wonder what he did with that mouth. I know. I can see you. And I don't make it easy for them, by the way. I'm like, can you look at me in my eyes? it feels a little weird that you're in my mouth. I've never had anyone this close to me like that. And you just see them start blushing. I'm like, you're wearing a mask, and I see you blushing. Stop now. Don't blush. Because if you blush, I'm gonna blush. And if I blush, you got these sharp tools in my mouth. Pause. I don't want any trouble. I don't need unnecessary stitchings. So be careful. Sorry. I'll be careful. Hey, I just want to let you know, if the roles reverse, I'd be careful in your mouth too. So let's take care of each other. Because I care like you care. Just like I know mama cares. Don't say you know I would. If given the circumstances, I would want to show the same kind of bedside manner. Don't say, wow, what a topic to find. We're all over. See, you missed the main topic. We're done with the main topic. I would. I would. I'd be very careful in your mouth, Alex. I'd make sure only the right things touch your tonsils. Only the right things. I would never want to unnecessarily test your gag reflexes because I am a very hygienic. Just want to make sure that you're good, Got to make sure you can sing, get the high notes, That's all. That's all. Because I care. And that would be rude. No, just gonna make sure you're good. That's all. The moment I hear that, I'm like, hey, breathe deep, breathe. Good girl. That's all. Shit goes wrong. Hey, and if I ever thought you were getting ready to choke, I already got the instrument, so I could suck anything I want right out. Don't need you choking on fluids. I could just take that right out. Hey, you're good. You're good. Not on my watch. Alex, you're not go choke on my watch. Not on my watch. That's all. Who said anything about sex? Mama, your mind is dirty. I'm talking about teeth cleanings. Where'd that come from, Mama? Where sexaholic came from? I'm talking about teeth cleanings. Your mind's in the gutter. Oh, Mama, you got such a dirty mind. I didn't say nothing about no fillings. I ain't say nothing. I ain't talking about no mouth shit to hold your mouth open, mouth gags to hold your mouth open. I didn't say none of that shit. Mama got a dirty ass mind. I didn't say none of that shit. I ain't say no mouth gags to hold the mouth open. I ain't talking about nothing. I just said I want to make sure she's good. Nothing would ever fall back deep enough to touch her tonsils. I want to make sure that she ever thought she was choking, she would never choke because I would have the actual suction. And you sitting there talking about sexual. See, Mama, I don't know how you was a nurse. I don't know how you was a nurse because like it's also sexual of you. Like, where's your practice? Come on. Where's your bedside manner? Come on. This isn't professional. Professional. Where is that? Where's that care? Huh? Where's that care? Yeah, she's a pervert. She's a pervert. Who said anything about that? That was crazy. I'm not acting innocent. My words were clear. I said I made sure nothing inappropriate would hit her at her tonsils, and I would make sure that if anything came up, she would never choke. I would just suction it out. That's all I said. I said I would have great bedside manner. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. If I was being nasty, I would be nastier, okay? That's not what happened. Mama doesn't know best. No, she doesn't. No, no. She's misrepresenting me. That's what she's doing. See, KM, that's nasty. I would just play I would play dentist. I wouldn't end shit. That's crazy. I don't even want a woman's mouth on my ass. Why would I end shit? That's crazy. KM is nasty. So nasty. That's crazy. She said playing dentist and shit. What shit? I would just play dentist. Cam is nasty, freak. You and mama. Both perverts. Hey, we know who the perverts are in the room now. It's KM and it's mama. No one mentioned any of that stuff. Now it gets all sexual. Now I'm hearing booty stuff going on. This is crazy. There's no need for it. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. See, I expect this from like Jeremy, right? Even Jeremy's tame. Too much from y'all. Too much from y'all. Shame. 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 The damn shame. We did no such thing. Yeah, they dirty. I get, listen, Locks, but I agree. They are dirty. There's no need for that. You were innocent. I said, hopefully she would take care of me the same way I would take care of her. It was nothing else going on. You mean them dark angels? We don't need to bring skin tone into this. Need to do that. Don't mention color. There's no colorism here. Don't do that. There's no reason for us to be colorist here. Angels are angels. They don't need to be dark angels. Why they gotta be dark angels, huh? Why they gotta be dark angels? Why there's a difference between the white angels and the dark angels? The light angels and the dark. Why? There's no need for colorism here. We're all one people, right? Like, what are we doing? Huh? Damn. There's no love. Here. That's crazy. That's craziness. There's no need for it. Couldn't just say the angels. The angels had to be melanated. Damn. Craziness. Mormon angels then? Oh, okay, sure. I mean, know the Mormon angels, they need some work. Damn. What do you mean the Mormons, they act right, but the Mormon angels act right, but they ain't right? What's that mean? I don't think the angels should be floozies. Huh? That doesn't mean that they aren't. I just think that the perception of angels is that when they're on the clock, they aren't floozies. That's all. They may have flew by, but they don't need to be a floozy. Wait, what? Crazy. I mean, damn, the nasties to kids and stuff. That's damn. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say about that one. That's crazy. Warren, jeez. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, and you know me, mama. You know I don't even follow the Mormon shit. Cause you know there's no way in hell if I was single, there's no way in hell I'm gonna run across some Mormon chick and I'm not gonna try to get her out of her magical underwears. Especially if she's really cute. There's no way in hell I'm not gonna try to get her out of her magical underwears. You already know I'm gonna be that way. So you know that for sure. That's just a wrap. Someone said to me, was it like earlier this year? No, sorry, I was forgetting the new year. Last year. Earlier last year, someone said to me, uh, if he ever wants to get his hands on a virgin chick, he's gonna have to go on to a Mormon. And I laughed the moment he said it. I was like, which part do you think she's a virgin in? Just because she probably never had the main pipe access didn't mean she didn't have any real work done. That's all. Rocco was yeah. Listen, he was different. Yeah, magical underwears, Lep. Magical underwears. Listen, as I say, like just because the main entry, the main pipe didn't get taken care of, doesn't mean she wasn't retrofitted from the backside. Westler, what the fuck is that? How is that? Look. See what you started, mama? Now we got Cam with slander. Slander. I don't know anything about magic. Do you think girls with magical underwears would survive in New York City? Wait, can you wait? Do you think they would survive as a woman yourself, mama, who was over in New Jersey? Do you believe? Because we know the majority of Mormons are not black. Do you believe that there are a bunch of white magic underwear heifers walking through New York City and they would survive? In an age of OnlyFans and P Hub and Hamster and what they call it, uh, RedTube or X Video, whatever. Do you think they would survive? They wouldn't survive in New York. They wouldn't survive in New York. They wouldn't make it past. They wouldn't make it past the Port Authority terminal. The Amish are different. The Amish are different. All right. The Amish are different from Mormons. They're not the same. Amish and Mormons are not the same. I have only in I'm thinking about it right now. I'm not too sure. I might have been Amish twice. And both times were like farmers markets. I for sure I know it was once. Can't remember if the second time they were actually Amish, but they were definitely at farmers markets. But I know I've met an Amish before for sure. That the first time I know I did. The second time I'm not all that sure. You know several Amish. I bet you do, KM. I bet you do. I bet you be swinging that sickle, don't you? Mm-hmm. To cut the grass. To cut the grass. To cut the grass, KM. To cut the grass. You know. I know you like to pull a good harvest from the field. From the field, KM. From the field. I'm not suggesting anything else. You know what I mean? From the field, KM. From the field. I said what I didn't say nothing bad. All right. There's nothing like seeing a woman in the field, swinging a mean sickle. There's nothing like she's too gripping, the shaft that's kind of curved to take care of grass. So there's nothing more hardworking than seeing that. There's nothing more hardworking. That's the point. The point that I'm making. Point. Because some of them like to swing with the curves, and that's the point that I'm making. That's all. The point I'm making is that KM's a hard worker. All right, she's a hard worker. She sweats. That's the point that I'm making. End of the day, right? She sweats for her. Is what I'm saying at the end of the day. All right. I'm gonna time you up. Think about the smell. I mean, some people like the smell of hard work, Jeremy. Some people like the smell of hard work. I'm not one of them, but some people like that smell of hard work. Like, you know what? Just let me go freshen up. Like, nah, I like the smell of hard work. Yeah, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm not one, but there are some who they like that. So, yeah, I know I'm a visual person. I'm just saying. There are some that is like, salty. Cellulite podcast in the building. What's good? What's going on? I feel like I haven't seen you on stream for a while. I haven't gotten any I don't think, first of all, my internet's been really messed up. I keep seeing the same shit that's like almost a week old on my notifications. I feel like I haven't seen you live in a while. I haven't gotten notifications. Hopefully you ain't doing nothing wrong. But I haven't been getting notifications. Oh, you was playing Monster Hunter? It's real? Hunting monsters in the wild? All right. I haven't played for a little bit. I've been playing I've been trying to get on Arc Hunters, but at the same time I played a little bit of Monster Hunter, but I've been playing Arc Hunters, and I just got through Expedition 33, which was crazy. And I'm thinking about going replaying Ghost of Yote. Had to take a break. Okay. Oh yeah. I saw your last DM for IG. I wasn't on IG for a little bit. But yeah, you can reach out. Oh no. Oh fucking. Oh, you should let me know, man. Fucking I hate Omega. Savage Omega is fucking wild. Yeah, Omega, he's the worst of all of them. Even our first Elder Dragon now, like Omega's still the worst. Oh my gosh, I can't stand Omega. Salty crackers, that's crazy, Cam. Look at you in here. Let me act right. We got visitors. Says the woman who acted up first. What are we talking about here? Cleanliness is next to godliness. I don't know about that. It's in the scripture. I don't know. There are definitely some people who they said the touching the pigskin is unclean, right? But these are the same motherfuckers that be talking about I like to eat pork. So I don't even know what to say about that. But who's a salty cracker, Jeremy? I just like yeah, can't say nothing. Can't say nothing. That is beyond me. Has nothing to do with me. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I was innocently talking about being I was talking about if I started a dentistry career. That's what I was talking about. And mama came in with her nurse practitioner brain, and it was dirty. It was dirty. Not me. Don't believe it. Well, well, well. You know my stream is documented. You know I'm telling you know anyone can go back and watch. You know it's not true. You know it's not true. No, you know it's not true. Mama came in here real late, said, "Oh, look at the topic," and she just went dirty. Like it's like she walked into the room with a shovel. She was just digging. Came in with a shovel, all right? She came in and she said, "I think there's holes that need to be dug." That was crazy. No one did anything. We was all good and clean. And she said, I think there's holes that need to be dug." Straight dirty. Straight dirty. Out of nowhere, exactly. She came in ready to dig graves. She was like already, she came through with the shovel, like, yeah, I came prepared. I came prepared. Oh, damn. Not when she gets done. That's crazy. Damn. The sheer 90 on? Dion, that's crazy. Damn. Not the 90. That's wild. Oh, shit. That's wild. What do you mean, see what you mean? You just wasn't you. What? See, and the sad part about it is that you can't even ask KM because she caping. She been nasty too. You know what? Hey, so this is how you know. This is how you know, Will. These two have been so dirty. Locksmith has remained clean. Locksmith has remained clean. Even Locksmith has not been dirty. Think about that for a moment. He's been clean. He has not said anything close to being sus. He's been clean. Even Locksmith has not said anything crazy. Come on now. Let's go, Hoover. Think about that. Locksmith came in. Locksmith was in for like a good 15 minutes, and even he didn't say anything crazy. See, you gonna let him tell his lies? What? Lies now? Okay. Yeah, look, walking around hell with red wings. You know what I mean? Hey, you can't say the red wings, Will. You know, we don't want no colorism around our angels, okay? Angels are just angels. No colorism. No colorism. Can't be red, no white, no black angels. All right. No colorism when it comes to the angels, all right? No colorism at all. Mm-mm-mm. Not period wings, Hoover. Not period wings. That's crazy. Period wings? That's terrible. I never heard of period wings before. This is crazy. In Vegas? What? I don't even know where that came from. That was crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know nothing about that. That's wild. Red wings are real. Well, red wings are real if you want that red hots on your fucking buffalo wings. That's the only red wings I know of. Or no, not only you got Szechuan fucking pepper wings. You got hot chili wings. Those are the red wings I know. Yeah, I don't know about the overnight red wings. That I don't know. That I do not know. You had to be a teenager in your life, or no, I don't know much about the red wings. Wait, what do you mean? Damn, nigga, what? That is crazy, nigga. What? No, 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 no. That's nigga top and bottom. Nigga, what the fuck? Will? Oh my days. Jesus. Jesus. What? That is crazy. Oh no. Mm-mm. That was wild. I did not catch that. That was crazy. That was crazy. Drop me from my own stream. Shit. That was crazy. This is black fishnets. This is crazy. See, that sounds like it's a question for the ladies. It sounds like it's a question for the ladies. It sounds like there's a chat. According to Will, there's a challenge that's issued to the ladies. What you gonna do with these women? Sounds like it's a challenge for the ladies. That's crazy. That's not for me to answer. Sounds like it's a challenge for the ladies. What you gonna do with these ladies? Ladies, ladies. Sound like you being challenged. According to Will, I didn't hear any of the. What you gonna do? I am no lady. How dare you? Rugby. That's crazy. Rugby's a dangerous sport, by the way. I dated a chick who played rugby. Dangerous ass sport. What's English? What's English, Hoover? Keep an eye on your YouTube mention notifications. Why? I don't think it's changing. I don't have enough consistency, Resto, so I don't think it's changing much. I will try though. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Wrestler pool. Wrestler? What do you mean wrestler pool? What do you mean wrestler pool? What the fuck does that mean? What the hell does that mean? And you guys are reminding me I need to make sure I look at my Discord too. I was on Discord a little bit today, but oh, I got you. Why? Why? Now I know what you're talking about. Jesus Christ. Do I want to know? 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 Oh my God. Do I really want to know? Okay, okay. All right. We're gonna do this. If we're gonna do this, give me a moment. Jesus Christ. Give me a moment. I need this is crazy. All right. I need a quick break. I need a quick I have no idea what it's about. Oh, it seemed like it might be something. It might be something. I don't know what it is. By the way, you've been very silent, Resto. Like you and I need to have a conversation as well because that is some stuff going on. I'm gonna play these. These are my specific tracks, ladies and gentlemen. And give me a quick break because I need to run downstairs real quick for something. Because for some reason I'm being asked for something. All right. So give me quick moment, and I'll be right back. Go ahead, pull up whatever you want to pull up. You're not gonna be able to get this music. It is strictly my music. All right. Be right back with you guys in a tizzle.
No signal flare, I adjust the alignment. Room settle in when I move in silence. No need to state it, the work is evident. Steps stay measured, the past stays deliberate. Pressure stays useful, it sharpens the view. Every turn logged, every move see through. Didn't rush moments, I built with intent. Now time moves quieter everywhere I step. Stillness before it all opens. Breath held light, eyes focused. No rush, no resistance. Tick stay steady, that's the distance. Not chasing the fame, here to freeze what's molten. Break open the silence, keep the truth eyes coded. No clock to punch in, I'm the one who dictates. Every second's a fuse, watch the skyline detonate. Years move forward, but the pace stays calm. Learn when to hold and when to move on. Every win quiet, every loss informs. Nothing gets wasted, it just transforms. They look for moments, I look for shape. Long view thinking, room to create. No fear in the mirror, no road to outgrow. This wasn't a peak, it was room to grow. No countdown, no finish line, just motion and time aligned. No certain turns, I'm steady with angles. Lines stay clean even under the tangle. I don't chase clarity, I let it arrive. Build this momentum by staying alive. Every day stacks small, but it stacks all the same. Quiet decisions still widen the frame. Nothing dramatic, no need for display. I move through the hours, let time make the way. I learned the weight of a patient step. What stays unfinished, what gets kept. Some doors close soft, no sound, no scene, just space where noise used to be. No bitterness.
Okay. So Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry. I had some other stuff that I was looking at right now. Okay, so we got this. Gosh, okay. So let me pull my screen to the side. Let's go through here. And I want to. Sorry, I haven't moved across for a little bit now. What I'm going to do is which mode when I want to go to. We'll see. All right, so we got a side by side. Let's go over to my views here. I have no idea what this is going to be about. This is going to be crazy. All right. So here we go, folks. This looks like it is. Oh shit. Hold up. I haven't been in this view in a while. This is crazy. Why am I? All right. So here we go. I have no idea what this is about. I'm gonna make sure I try to get all this stuff together, and we will take a look at it right now. I got plans to put my hands in places. This motherfucker here. Girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no chat there to interrupt. Can't wait to buck. I can't wait to hit. What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh, it's your boy Wrestler, just freshly from the bedroom. Your boy's still leaking, but you know why? You know why? 'Cause I'm a real man. I don't like things upside my face. I'm a real man. I'm bucking with you. I'm bucking with you. I'm bucking with you. Yeah, I see you, Leopard. I see you, Leopard Print. No, we're not doing that. Jesus. This day off. I can't miss a day. I can't miss a day. I didn't even get the chance to save them. I like dusty nipples. I like ashy nipples. Some of y'all just like waking up mad. Y'all just like waking up with dildo vibrating in ass. And you get mad. Yeah. Nah. Y'all not gonna treat me like a crack whore. Nah. You want an autograph? You wanna suck my dick? What's going on here? Rasto, where are you? Where? Somebody get this nigga. Hey, Watchman, get this nigga on the horn. Call him. Call him. Tell him, you better call Rasto. Call him. I can't. No. Lord, no. No, Lord, no. Did that just really happen? Did that wait, wait, did that really happen? Hold on. No, wait, hold up. No, wait, that didn't really happen. Because I'm thinking to myself, okay, I need to see it one more time. All right. I need to see it one more time. Hold up. That was a lot for me. That was a lot. That was a lot. There was so much to be said. You know what? I need a larger view. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna shrink myself down. Holy shit! I need to see that again. That was a lot because there was so much shit going through my mind watching it. It was just insane. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. I need to do this. We're gonna start from the beginning. Hold up. Let's do this. Plans to put my hands in places. KM never sees. The boy still leak. I just noticed when he said KM never sees. That's just crazy. Got plans to put my hands in places. KM never seen. Girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no chat there to interrupt. Can't wait to buck. I can't wait to hit. What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh, it's your boy Wrestler, just freshly from the bedroom. Your boy's still leaking, but you know why? You know why? 'Cause I'm a real man. I don't like things upside my face. I'm a real man. I'm bucking with you. I'm bucking with you. I'm bucking with you. Yeah, I see you, Leopard. I see you, Leopard Print. No, we're not doing that. Jesus. This day off. I can't miss a day. I can't miss a day. I didn't even get the chance to save them. I like dusty nipples. I like ashy nipples. Some of y'all just like waking up mad. Y'all just like waking up with dildo vibrating in ass. And you get mad. Yeah. Nah. Y'all not gonna treat me like a crack whore. Nah. You want an autograph? You wanna suck my dick? What's going on here? Resto, where are you? Where? Somebody get this nigga. Hey, watchman, get this nigga on the horn. Call him. Call him. Tell him, you better call Resto. Call him. Yo, you got problems. You got serious fucking problems. Yo, half of that shit, I'm thinking to myself, that's got to be AI. There's no way I said that. But as I'm sitting there going through it, I'm like, maybe I did, because I see a lot of weird shit. I see a lot of wild shit. So I'm thinking, maybe it was me. Because some things I remember saying, and there's so much I don't remember saying, but I'm thinking I had to have said it. It's too much like me. So I've definitely said it. Oh, that is crazy. You said that's literally all your clips? That is crazy. I know I say wild shit and more. Oh, that is crazy. Listen, I know I can be a wild card, but there was shit that even I didn't remember I said. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to see that one again at some point. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I had to see it again for the second time. There was so much I missed the first time. Wait, what? Damn. Yeah, better call Resto. I can't. I didn't even know that whole dry nipple shit. I don't even know what that was about. I have no clue what that was about. I don't know nothing about that. I'm like, dry nipples. When have I talked about dry nipples? That is crazy. Oh my gosh, that was. I heard Usher in there. What did it say about Usher? Because I know when I sing weird shit and I just do lyrics, I freestyle all of my shit. So I don't even know what I said. So even if I freestyle now, I wouldn't even know what the fuck I said then. That shit was crazy. 7 o'clock on the dot. I get the I got plans to put my hands in places KM never seen, girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no chat there to interrupt. Can't wait to bust. I just want to take it nice and slow. Now, KM, tell me what you want to do with me. Cause you've been waiting for this for so long. Holding up the stream until the sun comes up. Ain't gotta rush. I can't try to take it nice and slow. KM, tell me, do you wanna get freaky? I had to really think about that in real time, the dumb shit that I would say. That's why I know it happened. That's why I know it all happened. I literally had to put myself in the mindset. Yeah, it happened. It's all mine. It's all my shit. It's all my shit. Yeah, I know me. I know me. He caught it. Yeah, he got every single thing. Yeah, he got me. It's all mine. I'll take it. I'll take it. I literally just freestyled and I remembered it. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's all mine. It's all my shit. I'll take it. I am the originator of that. Yeah, he got me. I'll have to take every line. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I loved it. I loved it. He got a fucking locksmith in there. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when I talked about dry nipples. That shit was great. Oh my god, that was good. That was really good. Damn, that was really good. I'm sitting like I sang Usher. When did I do that? Had to put myself through the paces. I was like, yeah, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh shit. That was fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh. That was good. That was really, really good. Oh my gosh. The dap. The dap. You know what? It is what it is, I guess. I guess, you got Alex and you got freaking KM. They're doing a whole nights and weekends plan when it comes to me. That's crazy. They sharing me like a cell plan. That's wild. Just dapping. They're sharing me like they're sharing custody. That shit's crazy. That is crazy how they're sharing me like they're sharing custody. Damn. I don't even know what to say. You get him every other weekend. She said, "Run it back." Oh my god, yo, you missed it, yo, Crab, you missed it, man, you missed it. That's why you're fun to clip. Oh my gosh, yeah, y'all. I'm gonna blame my mama. This is my mama's fault. This is her fault. End of the day, this is her fault. Whatever I did, you can blame her. I'm her son at the end of the day. You watched it? Damn, damn, that is crazy. I ain't missed anything. Of course not. Oh my gosh, that was something. That was wild. Oh man, at some point I'm gonna have to take a look at that again. Now, just to figure out when the fuck did I say that? When did I say this? When that like? Because I don't know. I just it's just me. It's just me. That's just how I am. And this is why like there are some people that look at me at work and they just be like, how are you in your position? You say some wild shit. If you think when I'm bugging out and I break out into song is crazy, you should hear some of the other shit that I say. It's ridiculous. And I'm even when it leaves my mouth, I go, my bad. I didn't even mean to say that. That was wild. They just start laughing. They're looking at me like, I can't believe you just said that. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe I just said that too. That was wild. My bad. My bad. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. You gotta go run your mouth. Okay. Okay, Hoover, go run your mouth. Whoever you're running your mouth to, hopefully they're pleased. Later. You said you need a part two? Jeez. You said that's all me, no AI? Jeez. I'm trying to figure out when and where. Like there are so many small cuts. I'm just like, okay, I remember this one, not that one. Did I say that? Like there's so many different parts. It's crazy. He's doing a part 3. There's not even a part 2. He's doing a part 3. Jesus, it's a wrap. You say he got enough clips to finish a whole movie. Well, I have been online long enough, I guess. I sure guess. Yeah, I've been online for about over 2 years now. Yeah, so yeah, I imagine so. I imagine there's a lot of stuff. And I've been like this since season 1, to be honest with you. This is just all me. Most people don't know that though. Most people have not gone back far enough to when I was like doing my thing. I think I didn't really start letting loose until somewhere near like the end of season 1. When I just started being like, okay, this is just me. But I was bugging out for a while online for a while. It was just being me. Your reaction was crazy. I have to go back to see my reaction. That was crazy. I was just laughing at myself like, damn, I say some crazy shit. And I know I say crazy shit because I just know me. I just know how I am with my family. So then I know we all say and do dumb shit. So I know like just like I look at them, they look at me and they're like yo, you are wild. Damn, that isn't the only thing you enjoyed. That is wild. Damn, that is crazy. You say I'm a gem. I appreciate you, Lep. Sometimes it's just really weird to go back and hear some. By the way, most of the time when I go back and I'm like reviewing content, I'm mainly listening to what you guys are saying. I never really pay attention to myself. So to actually have somebody just like clip things that I've said and then go ahead and take a look at it, I'm just like, wow. It is no wonder people be looking at me the way that I am. You know, actually, it's no wonder sometimes with the way how my personality is. It is no wonder people look at me and they just go, "Why should I take you seriously?" And the people they be looking at me like, "How did you get this job? Why am I taking you seriously?" And I'm just like, "Because I know what I'm doing." You know? Oh man, it be yeah, it be wild. Sometimes I just be like, I gotta figure out what am I doing. Like sometimes I if I see something like that, like the moment I've seen that, I was thinking to myself, like, what is my calling? Because I'm the kind of person like I've never done like stand up or anything, but I see shit like that. I'm just like, what the fuck? What flew out of my mouth? Like this is crazy. Why did I say that? I don't even know why I said that. And I just know me. I just say shit because it's the first thing that comes. Again, when I talk, and I've said this to several people, when I am talking to you guys, it's the first thing that you guys are hearing and not the first thing that I'm thinking about. So the way how my mind is, and I don't know, you know what? You know what it is? Maybe I need to get a brain scan. Maybe I got like a tumor upside my head or something. God forbid. Let's hope not. But like, I got like, there, like, when I am having a conversation with you guys, it's not the first conversation. So, so when I am talking to you guys, there's a conversation that already happens most of the time, especially when I'm being very intentional about you guys. So, so what happens is that there's a conversation that happens in my head, and because I'm being very rugged and crazy with what I'm saying, I'm realizing that what I want to say or what the first thing come to my mind is not the same thing I should tell you guys. So because it doesn't always make sense to me. I'm like, sometimes I just say shit and I'm just like, what? So I have to pick it out. And sometimes like, so for instance, like Resto and Cab will like they'll do their streams where not streams, but they'll do like they do rhymes, you know, they'll do their music, they'll do their EPs and their songs or whatever. And not that I ever really talked to them about it, but if they ever hear some of the music that I compose, not I don't rap, things like that. But if they ever hear just like because I do AI shit, like when I'm like because most of people like when instead of me like going online and then like not going online, but going on the radio and listening to the most popular shit. What I do is that I because I worked in production, so I dealt with so many people when it came to music that I think about everything that I know. And I mean, I'm talking about from a person who used to offload trucks to putting up music stuff to sitting in the orchestra. I know different types of shit. I'm talking about sitting in an orchestra to a person who has had his hands on a viola or a cello and even has done violin. And most of you guys don't even know this. You might have seen it if you ever saw some of my previous intros, so that you know I've been dabbling with like I've dabbled for a while with violin, people with drums, all kind of other shit. So when I go into music and I type shit up, especially when it comes to AI, I know the different things that I'm looking for. Most people are just like, "Oh, I just need a hard beat. I need this. I need that." But they don't really think about the composition of the type of music they're looking for. If it's a melody type of rhythm, where's it coming from? The different types of rhythm, whether it is, and I don't want to say because I'm giving people ideas, but whether it is something that comes from like a Mediterranean or an Asian or an Indian or whatever background, because I'm kind of a little bit versed in that. And then I make music. And by the way, and by the way, which is the reason why even when you hear some of the music that I bring forth to you guys, all that music is things that it's not like I just hit random and then it just gives me whatever. I'm literally typing in a whole bunch of prompts because I've learned how to study prompts for like AI. And then I'm just like, that's not what I'm looking for. And I edit this and I edit that and I tweak this. Okay, less that. I need the dBs to be this low. I need RPMs to be this way. Like and that's how I get the music I'm looking at. There are times where I'm like, I wanna stream, even if I'm doing streaming games and just stream because one of the things I do is like I'll play a game and then after I've heard all the songs that I want to hear in the game, I'm just like, if I was just chilling and I was just playing a game, these are not the songs that I really want to listen to. And you know what I end up doing? I get a concept of what the song that I'm listening to is, then I will run a whole playlist based on what I construct those songs to be, or what I'm looking at my general theme to be, and uh, I create an album. I create a short album for myself, and then when I replay those games, like if it's new game plus or whatever, I play those games, but now I don't have the original game music in there, and I just play my music as I'm playing those games. I literally do that. The most recent game that I just did that for Resto was Ghost of Yote. Literally, I did that for Ghost of Yote. I took a lot of songs that I liked from it. I thought about the composure style, the things that I listen to when I'm hearing those things, and I created created a whole game playlist for myself. And then I just hit New Game Plus, and I just black out the music, and I just play my music in the background. And I just as I'm traveling, I'm like, oh, actually, when I'm traveling, this sounds pretty good. Oh, when I'm having a fight, oh, that actually sounds pretty good. Like I do. It's like sometimes I feel like it needs to be a bit of quiet, and then those songs need to kick in for particular things, like for particular scenes or for particular battles or whatever. But yeah, it's always in my mind. And it's weird because I'm not really a person for music, but at the same time, I've been surrounded by music. It's really really weird. You mean Lemon against Resto? I wouldn't know. I'm not. I don't hang around lemon zest, so that might be your thing, locksmith. I don't know. The only time I use lemon or lemon zest is when I'm cooking. I never think about anything bitter any other time. So you're on your own. If I'm not cooking, I don't think about it. You're on your own, sir. You're on your own. You said a vulva? No. I never had my hands on a vulva, and I thought it was a Volvo. No, not a vulva. That no, not the vulva. Not the vulva. For no good particular reason. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why Locksmith was leaning into leaning in on Lemon. I think it's weird. I think it's sus. I think it's yeah. Yeah. I got nothing to say about that. I'm not one for it. Not the lemons, not the limes. I just not really it's not really my thing. It's not really my thing. Yeah. It, yeah, that's just not it. I don't be calling for people that have that no, just no. Uh, just no. It's not really my thing. Not at all. Not even a little bit. So it just sounds it just sounds weird. Sounds weird. So but damn. Now I'm gonna think about a few things. That but thank you for the wrestler pool. That shit was funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Now, damn, he's making me very cautious about what the hell flies out of my mouth. And the sad part about it is that I don't even know how to control it. But he's making me very cautious about what the hell flies out of my mouth. Because I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. It's not like I always get to choose what the hell I'm talking about. Don't say too late, I'm fucked, because I can always just stop. But and you just have whatever you have, but I can't always control, especially when I'm in those modes. I'm like, so now I'm really thinking about what the fuck really flies out of my mouth. Cause to me, it doesn't make sense. To me, I'm just being me. I'm being animated. It doesn't make sense. But now I'm like, damn, what the fuck really came out of my mouth? Cause now I'm wondering if I say anything worse than that. And I probably have. Especially if I've been doing it when I'm drinking, because that really amplifies and I really let loose. And it does need to make sense. Sometimes I'm just like doing it for entertainment. And I know I'm doing it for entertainment purposes, but I don't even know really what's coming out of my mouth. And I don't want it to be something that's too crazy because here's the truth of the matter. If I ever really want to do anything, if I ever really want to move forward in terms of content, things like that, while it's funny for you and while it's great for you because it's entertainment, it hurts me and it hurts the brand. That's the truth of the matter. It hurts me, it hurts the brand, and I can never be taken seriously because and instead of me being a person who's actually trying to help people or even help myself, I will always just be looked at as comedy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I will always be looked at as comedy. And if I'm looked at as comedy, then there's no reason to ever take anything I have to say seriously. That's just really what it is. Um, well, first of all, Locksmith, fuck you, and I reject everything about the term panelverse. I'm not a part of that. You notice you ain't seen no fucking links being dropped, right? Unless I've been doing a DBD, you've seen no links dropped. That's not my thing. I know how much you guys are desperately having your heart on to have me there, but that's not my thing. It's just not. It's been a whole fucking two fucking quarters, and you still haven't even had opinionated. Why do you think that is? Because you guys got the wrong idea about me. And then even as great as a production, right, rather great as a spliff over that the rest of the pool thing is, I'm like, damn, like I'm not gonna be. Think about it, Locksmith. You just made a great point. If I am always going to be looked at as panelverse, then that means as low as the panelverse is, because it's not high, it's low. It's not big. It's not known across the world on the internet. As small town as the fucking panelverse is, I can never move beyond it because you guys will only will shackle me to it. Just keep it a buck. And if I'm shackled, then just be honest, like you guys don't really want anyone from these spaces to do better. You actually guys don't want people outside of Andrew Wilson, who wasn't even a part of Panelverse, by the way, who's the only people that can get reach. So you don't want people like me. You don't want people like Resto. You don't want people like Sarah. You don't to actually get a reach because you want us to stay hometown. With a buck. No one has done everything they've done so they can only be stuck where they are. I'm just going. Let's just stop before you start reacting because I can feel it in your minds. Stop reacting. Listen to what I just said. Do you think a person like the people that you know who are the most prominent people did it only so that they can be stuck where they're at? Stop and think about it. Stop thinking about yourself. Think about what the efforts of what those content creators did. It's not about you. Think about what the effort and time that those content creators put into. It's not about you. It's not about what you like. Do you think they did it so they can only be stuck in a box? You should think about that for a moment. It's not about you. It's not about what you like and what you like only. Did they do everything they did just to only entertain your monkey ass? Or did they do it so that they can actually do something not just for themselves, but for their families to reach other people? And I think a lot of you guys don't think that far. You don't think that far because you think that people like me, content creators, get online only to entertain you. And the failure of that is not on our part. The failure of that is on your part. Something to think about. If you think that the only reason why you're subscribing is because we do this for you, not the other people that subscribe to us, not the other people that hate watch us, not the other people that lurk in the background. If you think it's only for you, like we get online just wondering, hey, so-and-so, are you free today? If you're not at work, I'm going to go live just for you. Then you've lost your mind. And I think a lot of you guys don't really think about that, which is why you cage a lot of creators, not just in the panelverse, in general. A lot of skillful and great creators are caged because a lot of the local community who gets to know who they are keep them in a box because they're afraid of losing them. They're afraid of losing them. You're afraid that if a content creator that you watch grow gets big, that somehow you won't be acknowledged anymore. So therefore, you'll do everything you can to keep them local. But here's another thing that you don't think about. If a content creator doesn't see themselves grow after a certain amount of time, you know what they do? They quit. And then you have no one. Now you're just trying to go somewhere else. Now you're just trying to look for the next thing to do exactly the same thing that you did to them, which you did to the last person. And I can say this because I have watched other content creators go through this. Resto, we are in a box. The moment you decided that anybody can only just be born, and you have people that just say panelverse only, that's a box. That's a limitation. It's a limitation. It's not our box. I've never claimed to be in it. When you talk about putting people in a box, you limit their growth. The moment you decide, what is a box? What's a box? Walls. They are walls. You can't grow beyond walls. You have to make sure there's no walls in order to be able to grow. You can't scale beyond walls because walls are limitations. Sorry if somehow geometrics and physics escape a lot of people's minds. People can't grow if you put them in boxes. People can't grow if you put them in walls. You have to be okay with knowing that the town that you grew in you can leave the town. But if other people tell you that you can't leave your town, guess what? You just created a box. You created a wall. And that wall is created by the people that watch them who are greedy. I don't want a wall around me. I don't want to ever be put in a box, and I don't want a wall. I don't care what you like. I don't care what you want. Because you know who's the only person that cares what that matters most about what I want? It's not you. It's me. Because without me going live, you don't have a wrestler to look at. Let me say that again. In case you guys missed the fucking whole monologue that I did. The actual show that I did. If you guys only care about holding other people back, you won't have a creator because they will shrivel up and die due to atrophy because they cannot grow. Because the limits of where they've gone to, they can't grow no further. When a fish gets too big for its pond, it dies because it can't expand no further. Because it needs to be in larger waters. And a lot of you guys, especially you guys who are not creators, do your best at making jokes and stifling the people who should be growing for your own personal benefits. Because the truth of the matter is that so long as these people make you feel important, that's all that matters to you. Because you don't understand what their importance is to other people outside of yourself. Tell me how I'm wrong about that. And I'm going to tell you, what would you know unless you're a creator? Because if you're not a creator, you don't know shit. Because you don't hit go live. Because you don't think about what needs to be done. You don't think about what needs to be done. This is why there's a difference between the host and things and people who can become parasites. Ask yourself, which one are you? I tell everybody who's here, if you're watching me, you got a Google account, you can start a channel. But would you rather be a host or a parasite? And parasites don't want the host to survive. I know. I just got heavy on you guys. But this is important. Because you guys are so quickly invested on having a box that you don't think about how the box stifles those that you want to see. And I don't mean just me. I mean the people like the Raging Tomato. I mean the people like Jack Talcott. I don't give a fuck how you feel about them personally, because it's not just about you personally. Because they could just quit any day of the week that they want to. And then what would you do? Even if you hate watch somebody, would you rather them keep growing and keep being out there so you can keep hating on them, or them be gone and you have no one to hate? And then you're just sitting in the void, hating yourself because you have no one else to hate. Scary thought, I know. But you guys, this is what point I've even gone to early in this episode. A lot of people don't think that far because they think only about their own perception, not the perception beyond themselves. Because they think they're the best thing since sliced bread. But the truth of the matter is that there's a whole other globe out there. So what exactly are you doing? I asked you guys 4 fucking questions. You say that, KM, But how many people that you can actually say when you go to their chat, you know exactly who those people are? When you're saying it's a waste, it's a waste for you. Can you say the same for those other people? See, I don't have any sympathy for those people, but I do pity them. I would never help those people, by the way. I would never help them. I just pity them. And not only do they, when they create boxes for a space, you know what they also do? They create limits for themselves. Because it also means to me that when you create a box to say that a creator can't go to a specific area or can't grow beyond this box, you know what it also says? You stifled yourself because you can't grow beyond that creator. You cannot grow beyond them. You are no different from the people who poison their own town by poisoning the well. And you guys don't think that far. Here's my thing. Let's just say if it was KM or if it's Resto or if it's the Winch or it's even Jeremy and you guys want to grow and you want to become content creators, I would advocate for your growth. I would never advocate that you should be stuck to a particular space. My hope is that you reach the whole fucking ocean and not be stuck in a goddamn pond. I want you to be able to get lucky. Even if you got past other people who have always been stuck in that pond, I'm hoping that you find the opening in that fucking creek and you find your way to the ocean, that you never get stuck in a fucking pond. But unfortunately, guppies don't grow bigger than the areas that they're in. I have seen small goldfish and I have seen large fucking goldfish. But large goldfish do not grow in fucking small ponds. They only grow out in the open. They cannot grow in small spaces. Because in order for you to feel like your space is big, you have to keep yourself small, unless your space is larger than what the fuck you can actually conceptualize. If you think that you can only go beyond your hood, if you only think you can make it as big as where your hood is, you are trapped. But if you told yourself that sky is the limit, you will never look at your fucking block or your neighborhood or even your fucking state. You said, motherfucker, we've been doing and feeling you due to what the fuck? Like, you think it's just you? You think you make up the crux of what's going to be successful? Not about you. Point I just made. It's not just about you. When we talk about a community is not one person. It is a community effort. It is a worldwide or even global initiative. It's not about a couple of people or a few people. It is about the plethora. It is about the majority, the same way how a vote is made. But when the majority voted to say that we cannot go beyond this point, when the majority says we're all going to be Gandalf when it comes to this point, you shall not pass. What do you think you do? Do you honestly believe, like Blacksmith, KM, those who actually hold on to wrenches, do you believe that you're going to be the foundation of what helps push my channel beyond an actual space that you decide that you want to lock me into? Think about that for a moment. You believe that you few are going to get me past the fucking box of hundreds, if not thousands of other people when you openly say you're stuck in this space too. You created a glass ceiling that I've never acknowledged. Resto, you've created a glass ceiling I have never acknowledged. I know whether it's this year, next year, or 4 or 5 fucking years later from here. You know what I will not be saying? Hail fucking Hanoverse. It won't happen. I'm not up here feeling like I need to be Linkin Park. Somewhere I belong. I wanna heal. I wanna feel like I'm close to something real. I don't need it. I wanna find something I wanted all along. Somewhere I belong, and it never had to be the motherfucking Panelverse. I would rather find Jesus than fucking bend the knee to a fucking space that's a box. Yes, I am a hater. You know why? Because I never agreed to it. I disavow slavery, KM. I disavow it. And to box somebody to say that they need to be there is how can you turn around and say, KM, that holding someone to the Panelverse is not the equivalent of saying you need to only be on the plantation? Explain it to me, KM. How are you not calling the Panelverse a plantation? I never even agreed to be a slave. I'll wait. Tell me, KM. It sounds like a plantation to me. You tell me. Some of you guys are ready to put on the fucking boots and put on the fucking the fucking military uniform and go walk. Hail Panelverse. Not me. I'd rather be on my own. I'd rather be a fucking mercenary. I've never once agreed to it. And y'all want so badly for me to be there. And I go, you don't even know what you're asking for. You just so indoctrinated. You so wholeheartedly signed up. You so fucking signed up. And you don't even know what you signed for. You heard free shit and you signed up. You don't even know what the hell you signed up for. You signed up without thinking. All I ever done in my entire space since fucking season 1 was to say that I'm not telling you what to think. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I will ask you to question everything, even yours truly. Why would I not question everything else that everybody else does? But you guys, well, everybody else says they want to be part of it, so let me go a part of it fucking too. And I'm like, that's not what we do here. But here you are. But Resla, don't you want to be a fucking part of what everybody else is doing? And I go, no, what happened to your freedom? I don't want to be free. I want to take it up the ass so I can be like everybody else. I I just want to be noticed and liked and loved and acknowledged by everybody else. So if they say take a hot ride up the ass, I'm gonna take a hot ride up the ass too. I'd rather not. I'm good. I'm fucking good. I'm good. And I know that bothers a lot of y'all. But it is what it is. It bothers some of you. But I'm okay. I would rather be the odd man out than knowing that I talk to a lot of different people in these spaces, and a lot of the people in these spaces have also been on my platform, and then also see what a lot of people in these spaces have said in these other fucking streams that they've done, right? And be a motherfucking token. Not me. Not me. Yeah. And y'all know that as me, who has a person who has a largely white audience, I'm not your token. Not me. And I've seen with a lot of disrespectful shit that they've done, and they've had a lot of disrespectful people that's been up there in front of other people who look like me and have gotten away with fucking murder with the shit that they've done. Not me. You're not gonna get me. So I don't know what the fuck y'all looking for. You can feel comfortable in all that bullshit, but not me. Sorry if at the end of the day, I respect my channel. I respect the community of people that want to watch me, not just anyone who wants to click for fucking bullshit and fuck shit. Sorry if I have respect for myself and how other people who I've seen be disrespectful on other people's platform look at people who look like me. I will not be your huckleberry. I will not be your porch Negro, and I will not be your token. You got people. Keep them in that fucking space. I would rather be on my own. I would rather be fighting this by myself. And I'm gonna just keep it buck with you. Just gonna keep it a buck with you. Now, if that makes me an enemy of the state, so be it. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys what I've been telling you guys for years. I've been consistent. Now, I can say whatever you want to be. You can't say I haven't been consistent. If that bothers you, do me a favor. Go down to the area that you see the little that little drop down that says right by that little bell, whether you hit subscribe all or not, and unsubscribe. Because I was me before you found me, and I will be me after. I'm not gonna sell myself for your views. I'm not gonna sell myself for any of that shit. I would rather quit YouTube altogether because I don't make money from this. I mean, thank you for thank you for Resto who and Locksmith who dropped a couple of dollars on me. Thank you for that. But this is I'm not making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not getting sponsorships. I'm not getting none of that shit. So I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking. This is not a full-time gig. You barely can cash me online. I'm seeing this trying to think about if I can pull a schedule together for you guys. So I don't know what you guys are expecting. Because even if I was constant, it just means that other people who will only do shit for them, not for my content, will come through to try to do what? Fuck my content up and promote themselves. And you guys have already seen it, which is another reason why I took such a large break. Everything I do is intentional. And those who have been here long enough knows exactly what the fuck has been happening. So you see me go through the bullshit and you see me take large breaks to starve out The miscreants. Not because I don't have a problem talking with you guys. You guys are my people for those who are here. But you see me starve out other motherfuckers because they're there for the wrong reasons. And you think I wouldn't give it all up in a heartbeat? You think I wouldn't give it all up in a heartbeat? If this was my thing, and I didn't have to work for nobody for a living, this is my shit. Oh, then we have a whole different. We have a whole different conversation. But you think something I do relatively for free? You think I don't have a problem giving it up so I can have more time to myself? I could be playing video games. I could kill this shit and go fucking do a whole gaming channel. You don't think I can go do that? Think for a moment. You think I would rather spend my time having grown-ass men and women argue when I could just do something that's really based on my own skill? Not having to hear from anyone else? That's I'm not talking shit. I'm asking you a legitimate question, chat. This is a legitimate question. Some of y'all go say, "Oh, wrestlers bitching." I ain't bitching because I don't give a fuck what you're really thinking. I'm asking you to ask yourself a question and really think about what the fuck I just said to you. Do you really think I care? Some of you guys, because you're afraid of not having attention, you care. The question is, asking you, do you think Wrestler really cares? Think about how live I used to be and how very little I am now. Do you think Wrestler really cares? I have to get asked, when's the next time you about to be on? Why would I get asked that unless I was on all the time trying to get people's attention? This is not a disrespect thing. I appreciate anyone who wants to take the time and who's been rocking me long enough to actually do all this with each other. But don't get it twisted. I know you guys got so many people that just love wholeheartedly to be your dancing monkeys, but because also they've gotten numbers, they love the controversy, they look, and I've been telling you guys for a long time, it's not my thing. Really not my thing. I rather just be with people who rather do what I do. But if you guys are interested in all the other fuck shit, just unsubscribe, please. Well, you'll never be. If I never will, then don't stick around to watch. Let me say it again. If I never will, don't stick around to watch, please. And don't say I never will and then come to me with your side account, your sock account, your backdoor OnlyFans or P-Hub account. Don't come. Just stay away. Wow, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Either man is in the building. What's going on? I ain't seen in a while, fam. How you been? I'm just keeping it the buck with y'all. And I know it's tough to hear because no, keep in mind, look, hey, mama, check this out. Did you KM, mama, KM, Lep? Did you notice how the chat went to a crawl the moment I started ragging on their precious panelverse? Have you noticed that? How motherfucking quiet they got? They're watching, but ain't nobody talking in the fucking chat now. Have you noticed that? They went deathly quiet. It was Ringling Brothers and fucking Barnaby Bailey fucking circus in here. And now all of a sudden, it's a fucking church. It's a fucking church. I was talking a whole bunch of shit. We watched a whole video. Moment I said, yeah, I'm not really with this panel version. Man. Niggas got quiet. Have you noticed that? How quickly that shit happened? Praise God. Have you noticed how quickly that fucking shit happened? That's good, Snow. Moment I started saying, I'm not a part of your shit, right? I said it officially for fucking 2026. They said, oh shit. Nigga, I ain't talking. Motherfuckers got quiet. They got quiet as church mice. Listen, everybody was talking in this bitch. All of a sudden, they got church mice pissing on cotton. They were silent. I'm sitting here on my phone watching the timer. Motherfuckers were silent. The chat ain't moving almost 10 fucking minutes. Almost 10 minutes, the fucking chat did not move. The moment I said, man, that shit, and how you guys been trying to hold on to that panel verse. Blah, 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 blah. I'm watching the time tick down. Motherfuckers is like mice pissing on cotton. Ain't no fucking sound. Church mice. You would think there was a whole sermon that was taking place. And the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, we don't know what Wrestler's doing right now. Man, you would have thought that everybody in this motherfucking chat was doing this. You would have thought that. They got so fucking quiet. And y'all can go, I'm not gonna delete the stream or anything. Y'all can go do the replay. Watch how quickly everybody got fucking quiet. Y'all got quiet as if you thought you were on trial. I'm the only motherfucker on the screen. There's no fucking panel up here. And you guys got quiet as if you were on trial. I don't even want my name in the chat. I'm afraid I might get hung. Guilty by association. You guys are so indoctrinated, so much in fear that you guys got quiet even in the motherfucking Chizat. Or as we say in the street, bitch niggas. I said what I said. I said what I said. You ain't got to like it. I said what I said. I mean, really, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna talk shit? Wrestler, that's because you bald. Okay, cool. Wrestler, that's because you only got 5 people watching you. Cool. Wrestler, that's because you ain't ever gonna be shit. Cool. But if you're sitting here watching me and saying that shit, nigga, you watching me. So what you doing with your time? I asked this from the fucking I literally asked these questions from the beginning of time. I had 4 fucking questions and I gave them to you after running a whole fucking monologue. And there are people who are still being bitches, who are not answering the fucking questions that I gave them, because if they really did, they would understand the flaws of what the fuck they're doing right now. Not you, Snow. You came in late. Not you either, man. You also came in a little bit late. Y'all missed all my shit. But I call it out. I'm all right. I've been a lone wolf for most of my fucking time. Do you think I'm okay with it? This idea that people think, don't you want to drink the Kool-Aid too? No, I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm good. I like all my teeth. I don't want to smoke meth because everybody else is smoking meth. I'm good. I'm good. I'll keep all the teeth in my mouth. Thank you. How can you say that? How can I say what? How can you say you're not a part of, you mean the same thing I've been saying since 2024? So when? When? And again, no disrespect, but as I say so many things that I see that I don't want to be affiliated with, you turn around and say, well, you know what? We want you to be there. And I'm like, yeah. What did I say even earlier in the stream, folks? It ain't about what you want. It ain't about what you need. It's about what you qualify for. And I do not feel like I qualify to be in that, even though you do. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to prove, like I've been proving since all of 2025, it's not my ambition. It's not my goal. And I don't care how much you want it. Until I see there's any benefits from it, it won't happen. I get it. You love it. It's cheers for you. Sometimes you wanna go, but it's not for me. I don't feel everywhere I go, people knows my name, and I damn for sure don't feel like everyone's glad that I fucking showed up. You feel good. I don't. In my opinion, just like I said earlier, my opinion is more important of what I have of myself than what you think about me. Just like I said, your opinion of yourself should be the highest opinion that you have, not you seeking the validation of other people. Sorry, not sorry that we're not on the same page. I just want you to be on someone else's page so I can see fuck shit. And I say, I rather save my mental fortitude. But wrestler, I would like to see you there. And I'm going to say, I would like you to kiss my black ass. I'm not going. Go find someone else who cares enough to sell themselves out to do so. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it. And you can't force me to. I will go only where I feel like going. Because you know why? Nobody's paying me to be there. You're asking me to give up my free time, free effort, free energy so that you can be entertained. No, that's not the way this works. Imagine me showing up to fucking work for free effort, free energy, free time, and not receiving a fucking dime. Who would be Boo Boo the Fool? Me or them? I refuse. Wholeheartedly. I refuse. Y'all want me to be there and you want me to be quote panelverse and you want me to go to other people's channels and argue with a bunch of nincompoops about same ass dry fucking topics and whatever else. Here's what I'm gonna say. Pay me, nigga. Make it worth my time. Y'all want me to do for free though? For free? For the free skis. That is I would rather watch flies fuck than burn my free time to see revenue go to someone else and not me. And this is why I also say you guys who are also who don't want to start your own fucking channels, this is why I also know you're not business minded. You're not business minded. It's exposure. So you would say that, so let me understand this. You would expose your ass cheeks for Diddy and not know if there's a contract at the end of it? Is that what you would do? Just for a possibility? You don't even know how the night's going to turn out, but you would spread your cheeks for Diddy for a possibility. Well, no, wrestler, not me, not me. But I think that you should do it. Oh, expose my ass, but you won't even get fucking started. And as I said, if you're not even getting started, don't tell me about what I should be doing with my fucking time and effort, people. Too many people do this. I've been hearing so many people's thoughts for years about what I should do. And every time I look at these motherfuckers, you know what I noticed? That most of them don't have a channel, or most of them barely have any fucking numbers to move the needles. It's gonna keep it a buck. But everybody has an opinion. Hey, that's why I also had to take a break from my show that was called Opinionated. Too many fucking opinions, not enough experiences. You say, here's the funny part. Yo, everybody, take a time. Take a time. Look what Locksmith says. Look what he says. Yo, we was all busting balls and clowning around, and you was too relaxed, bro. Too relaxed. No one here wants you to be a shitty mood. We all been supporting you. Cool. Let me tell you, Locksmith, let me tell you what I tell my girl. If I'm the one who's doing work, right? Because you say busting your ass. No. No. You say too relaxed. You say too relaxed. Nigga, what was you doing? No, me, you don't call it out. What was you doing? Because you was bouncing around panel to panel, place to place. You wasn't in one place. You was bouncing panel, place to place. You was all over the fucking place, too. You was all over and you putting your fingers in so many different people's fucking pies. Can we stop for a moment there? Can we stop for a moment there? You say too relaxed because I did not want to be a part of other people's fucking bullshit. See, you love the bullshit, but you think that I should be a part of it, which means that just by the standard of what you're saying, you think I should be like the other people who do degenerate shit that I'm not interested in because it's entertaining to you. Part of the fucking problem. Just gonna keep it a buck. You know exactly what I want, but you say these are the things that are cool because I also like it. Who said that my channel, that what I do, that my stream was about what you guys like? I know that there's someone who's going to benefit from exactly the kind of message that I'm trying to give it up. But that's not the message you want. The message you want is that you want to see a bunch of grown-ass men sit there, yell, scream, say gay shit, throw fucking slurs at each other, argue, see someone get crashes out, or chats that super chats that come in to drop a motherfucker. And I'm telling you, I don't want nothing to do with it. And you call that too lax. No, nigga, that's called having standards. You don't like standards. You like complacency. And Peace Dynamo was up here. Complacency is what? I said it earlier. Nah, don't tell me that fuck that BS because you even had to have arguments with people in the background about this same fucking shit, nigga. What are you talking about? We've had several conversations about this. You say too lax. And by the way, if I'm so fucking lax and you got the game plan, why ain't you start a channel yet? People know you in the space. Start a channel. Show me how it's done. Respectfully, show me how it's done. Since I'm too lax and you know exactly what needs to be done, Locksmith, start a channel. Show me how it's done. Show me how it's done. Not from the chat. Get online. Show me how it's done. You don't even gotta be on camera. Cause this motherfuckers like Stormcrow, this motherfuckers like Orthodox guy. There's a whole bunch of plethora of people who's out there and they getting numbers. Show me how it's done. Don't tell me. You saw like I did my whole monologue. Too many people talk. Show me. I want to learn because I see action. Show me. If we gonna do this, I call anybody out. Show me. If I'm lax, show me what I did wrong by being the example. Do it. Do it. I just need you to do it. Easy for you to tell me shit when you're not doing it. When you're not in the driver's seat, do it. I just need you to do it. When you do it, I will concede. You know what? You're right. When you get it done, I will concede. I will tell you, you know what? I told you, you turned around and you did it all. You got it right. You brought up the number. You pushed all that shit forward. I will tell you, you're right. But it's not enough. I need examples. I don't need talk. So I need you to start a channel. This is a brand new year, so you got a whole year. Start a channel, get it popping. You got a Discord. So you're ahead of most people already. Just start a channel. Get it done. You just need a consistent schedule. That's all. If I'm too lax, you should already know what to do then. I need you to get started then. But what I don't need you to do is to talk shit with no results. Get a channel started, sir. That's my challenge to you. Because people talk, but they don't really get it. So I need you to get started. I need you to do it. Hey Cam, if you in here, I just issued a challenge. No, I ain't trying to talk that shit. I just talked it. Get started. Don't tell me about what I need to do. Get started. And by the way, at me in episode 1. Put me in the description of episode 1. You ain't got to talk shit. Just at Resla so I know I get the notification for episode 1. No, I'm not taking shit out of context. Because you and I've had several conversations for well over a year. You and I, we've had several conversations. I'm not taking anything out of context. I need you to get a channel started. You say shit talking. No, get started. If it's as easy as you claim because I am too lax, then show me how it's done. It's really that simple. Not easy. Rather, it's easy. It's just not simple. Hitting go live is easy. Hitting live is easy. So I need to see it. If you got the game plan, because you've been around a lot of different people in a lot of different spaces and a lot of different scenarios of which people know who you are. So that means I need you to be able to show me the path. Because apparently I'm stuck at a fork in the road. Show me, Locks. But the only way you can show me is by doing the thing, not by talking about it. Because I don't have managers and I don't need managers. So I need you to be able to be the example. I need you to start the channel. And this is a brand new year. We are only in the second week of Jan? I need you to start a channel. If you want, I'll even be the first person on your panel. If you want to do a panel, because you don't have to. Start a channel this year. The sooner the better. And you show me how it's done. We're in the first quarter. You've been an influencer long enough. Start a channel. You've been an influencer long enough. Start a channel. You've been in the background long enough. Start a channel, sir. If I'm too relaxed, show me how it's done. Show me what it's like to be aggressive enough. If I'm so relaxed, get it done. If I'm so relaxed, you have to show me how it means to get the shit done, to be aggressive enough. So I need you to start a channel. If I'm too relaxed, I need you to show me what it's like to be aggressive enough. Start a motherfucking channel. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Locksmith Jeremy should be starting a channel fucking this year. And we're in the first quarter. It's only the second week of fucking January 2026. No more influencing, no more back channel shit. We should be seeing a fucking stream from Locksmith Jeremy by at least the end of this fucking month. No, I didn't read it all wrong. Because I've had several conversations with you about these things already. If I'm too fucking relaxed, as you put, because there's no other way to read that. I'm too fucking relaxed. There's no other way to read that. I'm too fucking relaxed. Start a channel. Show me how it's done. I am tired. I am over people trying to tell me what I should and should not be, or how I am, or how I should be, or whatever. Get it started. Show me. I have no problem with that. But I don't want to hear no more people telling me what I should be doing, and when I look at them, they're not the example. Because I have too many people trying to tell me shit, and they're not an example. I need to see it. So many of y'all want to be mentors, but you're not in a position to be a mentor. Show me. Show me. So y'all can find out exactly what it's like. A lot of y'all are running off a theory. A lot of y'all are running off a theory. No practicality. Especially for me to do what I do. Not to be just part of running on the bullshit and just talking bullshit and just trying to pick fights or whatever. To do what I do, yeah, you're going to have to show me. You have to show me. It's easy to ride on other niggas' coattails. Show me. Show me what it's like to do something naturally on your own that doesn't require you sitting there and bullshitting on other people. Show me. Show me what it's like to actually be introspective. Show me. Show me. Because it should be easier than it seems because you guys have the answers. Show me. Because when I look at some of you other guys' content, when you tell me what I should be doing, I'm like, I don't see nothing changing in your shit. I don't see no growth. I don't see nothing going on. So I don't what is I'm supposed to be? What am I supposed to be learning? See the fucking finger typing on the motherfucking phone, misspell shit before I look at the screen. Got you all triggered. I'm not. You think it's just about you. There's multiple people that keep trying to tell me shit. And I don't see no difference in everybody that tells me what the fuck I should be doing. All of y'all need to be the example. All of you. All of you. I just don't understand how y'all try to how so many people try to have standards for me, but they're not showing shit for themselves. I need to see it. I need to see it. Show me how it's done or don't. Don't tell me shit. Because is at the point where I've gone into a third year basically And I'm tired of other people's advice or what people tell me what I should and should not do, but they have no examination. They have no examples of whatsoever. And I just need to see it. Because apparently me doing it by myself ain't it. So imagine how sick and tired I am of hearing other people's advices. Because I don't think a lot of y'all think about that. One of the few people that actually goes out of his way and doesn't try to tell me what the fuck I should be doing with myself is actually Marathon Kev. Most other people have something to say. Kev is the only person that really hasn't gone out of his way to try to tell me what I should be doing. Or where I should be or who I should be partnering with. So I need people to be the example. Because if I'm such a fuck up, I need people to set me right. But that means you have to actually try to do what I do. Not just be on fuck shit and clown shit. It's very interesting. I'm just like, I get it. And by the way, here's the next part I want to make very clear. I get that you guys want me to do well. Put it out there. I get that you guys want me to do well. I get that some of you guys like my content or you even see my effort or whatever, and you want me to do well. So it's not a personal dig on Locksmith, but there's so many people, even like I've had conversations with you, Locksmith, where you're like, but if you did this, if you did that, and I'm just like, I get it, but this is what my channel's about. And you're like, I know. But you could get if you've done that. And I'm like, I hear you, but that's not what my channel's about. And I've had this conversation with Resto. And I've had this conversation with Blind. And I've had this conversation with so many other different people. I've had this conversation with I've had these different conversations. I've had this conversation with fucking Brick. I've had these conversations, and I've had this conversation with Orthodox Guy. I've had these conversations with OG. I've had this conversation with LA. It's easy to do what is normal to see for everybody else. It is difficult to hold the line and do something that is naturally you. It's difficult. It is difficult to stay yourself when everybody else wants you to follow the status quo. Try being yourself, authentically you, not falling under peer pressure as if it's fucking high school, and see how well you turn out. It is difficult to hold standards. And I think that as many people claim that they understand, one more time, understand, I don't think a lot of people respect holding on to those standards. I understand that's what you want to do. I understand that's how you like it. I respect that you even have that you're holding on to that. I just don't think that you should because I don't respect the fact that you're not growing. Because I see other people who bend the knee to other shit and they're getting past you. And I say, I understand. And I see it. But I'm also not them. And I don't want to be them. I don't want to be them. Because most people who tell me these things, you know what also is? They don't take a look at what the internet is like outside of the panelverse. I see plenty of creators who are doing really well who are not part of the panelverse. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and if not that, they could have 50 something people sub to them, and they could have almost 2K people watching them, if not 100 and something K. What? Again, I don't want to go viral. I don't want to be the largest creator. I don't want to be. I'm not looking to be a fucking Speed or a Kai Sanat or Andrew fucking Wilson. But I don't care. That's not important to me. It would be nice. You know what would be nice? It would be nice to just have an authentic growth of being respected for what I do and not for who I could be like. And it's hard to say who I can be respected for what I do and not for who I can be like if I am not consistently being placed in a fucking box. If I'm not consistently compared to other people who don't do what I do. Because they don't do what I do. But yet somehow I'm compared to them. Why should I be compared to someone who doesn't do what I do? I have a better question for those who try to compare me to people who don't do what I do. What makes you believe that they do what I do outside of opening a panel? What do they do that I do? Let me know. Let me know what they do that I do. What is it? I see Mama came back. Come on, y'all, tell me. Tell me what is it they do that I do outside of opening a panel? What is it they do that I do? I hear that, Mama. But also like there are some places that you go to or you've been to or whatever, but there are a lot of people who like really move around a lot in these spaces, and I'm trying to figure out like what is it that they think that keeps everybody else so, how do I say it, saturated, right? That keeps everybody so saturated that they believe there's really no difference between other content creators in the space or not, outside of the fact that they do panels and argue with each other about, I don't know, I guess the same conversation. That's the case. Being the fact that I don't go live every day because some of the people are really doing this for, and I know no disrespect to them, because I think everybody find this. Oh, not everybody, but I think a lot of people find this as the goal as being something that you can do for a living. Because there's nothing. Listen, I can tell you this for sure. Two things for sure. There's nothing better than being able to work for yourself. There's nothing better than that, to be honest with you. But the question is, if we're in a market that's considered to be saturated market, which is weird because we're just talking about panel shows. We're not talking about anything very specific. We're not talking about topics. We're not talking about anything that's really carrying over from that. We're talking about literally people who open up shows that do panels, which is it's crazy. It's just the minutia of it all, but yet somehow it's a big thing. It's really crazy. How exactly are they how are they exactly the same as me that I need to worry about being locked into a box? That that is the question. That is in fact the question. To the point where, because here's the truth of the matter, is like you guys should already know this by now. I don't even need a panel. I started this whole thing. I started this entire show. By the way, I started my channel not even as a live stream. I started my channel as literally doing content. Go ahead and take a look at my history. My oldest content, you will see several videos, not streams. No chaser, you in here, you know this for sure. You're one of my earliest people. I started out doing nothing but actual videos. Not streamed. I did videos and I did shorts. I wasn't a live streamer. I already confirmed it. Uh No Chaser was the first person that was in my fucking he was the first person that ever got a part of my damn live streams. And still rock with me ever since. That's my guy. And yet, and still, before anyone ever knew who I was, I have been locked in and even condemned to a space that I've never been affiliated with. Because I'm saying, who am I affiliated with? Okay, cool. I'm good with Resto. I'm good with Kev. They do different content than me. They partner with each other. I'm still by myself. So who am I? What am I doing? You can't say I'm part of the black. Uh, I say DMP, but I guess Cell would say EBT space. So who am I? I don't review other people's content of that space, except for my little tidbits back and forth with Blind. So how am I still locked in to a space that I've never picked any drama with? You can't really say that you can go and watch me on their streams to say that I've been on their panels to be engaged in shit. Go look at all of 2025, folks. No, don't. By the way, don't go look at me. Go look at their streams. Go look at their streams for 2025. And when you can pick me out on a plethora of streams, even half their streams, even a quarter of their streams, how about a third of their streams? You tell me, how am I still a part of this space? Because what? Because NPC said so? Because NPC the game said so? Because he did in the streamer award? Is that the reason why? Why do you believe I'm a part of that space? Because apparently it never matters what I think. It doesn't even matter what your lying eyes show you. Because your lying eyes is actually telling the truth. The truth is the matter is that it's showing you that I have not even been debating. I have not been in any serious arguments. I have not been in all these different panel spaces. But yet and still, even today, I'm being told what? My last stream when I was on, when I had Brick in the chat saying what? Panelverse. How am I? How? What makes me be in that space outside of your desire? Say that again. What makes me a part of the space outside of fan desire? Where can you say I am a part of that space outside of fan desire? I ask these questions to you because it's only you who knows. Whether you are a lurker, because there's plenty of you lurkers. Let me know. Because I get people who clip me all the time. I get people who's watching me in the background, whatever. My thing is this. You're going to have to be able to prove why it's beneficial for me. Because here's my thing. I don't care whether I'm on my own. because I've been on my own for a long time. I'm surprised that people are sitting there saying like, "No, you're part of a network." Who's my network? When you could explain to me who's my network, you're going to have to also explain to me how are they a part of my network. Because I can hear you guys saying, "Well, you was part of Vegas, so that's a part of your Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is a part of your network," and I'm going to say, "Prove it." Don't just say shit. You know I'm going to ask you for follow up, so I need you to prove it to me how it's a network for me. I need you to really explain to me the benefits that I've received. Because even after your whole Vegas shit, that the debacle, you saw me cast a wide berth into space. If I was really the type of person who was quote a part of that space, would I have not capitalized on it instead? Locksmith, if you want to say like, basically I've been too relaxed. If I was really that person, would I have been relaxed or would I have been capitalizing on every fucking moment in that space? I would have been dredging up everything under the fucking sun for what? For notoriety, for clout, and it's not even that important. It's not even important. Not. My real life is way more important. The lives of my friends and my family are way more important than what's going on in this goddamn space. I would rather be having an actual phone conversation with a locksmith or having an actual phone conversation with Kev or having a conversation with an actual, uh, uh, like I said, Jeremy or even Arresto than to worry about the dumb fuck shit that happens in these goddamn spaces. I'm just going to keep it a buck because I've never been the guy who craves attention. I don't crave attention. Most of my streams, I'm talking to you guys, I'm saying it's not about me. It's about everyone. It's about you guys. It's about what are you thinking about yourself. So how is I'm saying it's about me when I'm literally telling you that if I leave, no one really gonna. I give it 2 weeks before no one gives a shit that I was ever around. Gonna keep it a buck. Now there are probably a handful of people who will probably care, but the majority of you, if I was gone 2 weeks time, maybe a month, I'm being generous. Yeah, stop thinking about me. Just being honest. Because people, human beings, are quick to forget. Human beings with their memories are quick to forget. I know this. So that's why there's a whole big push for you always got to be doing something. You always got to be up people's asses. You always got to be in fucking people's faces. They can never forget you. Not that important. The only people I need to worry about who know me are the people that I actually love and care about, who I need to worry about on a regular basis. The majority of people, especially for those who have never seen me in real life, who have never touched me in real life, I give it a month and you won't even remember. Because that's just how short human beings' memories are. And if I'm lying, tell me about a person that you used to follow for a long time and tell me if you're not struggling on their name. Somebody who's been demonetized, somebody who's gone and it's been years. Tell me if you can just easily remember who the hell they are. You might struggle for a little bit. Here's the truth of the matter is that people are not a constant in your life. They're easily forgettable. Human beings have a very quick amnesia cycle. Because if it's not impactful, it's not insightful. And as someone who has seen many people's different interactions, many people's downfalls, many people's arguments, many people's thoughts on what they thought was important in the moment, many people's perception of what took place at a time when it wasn't that important, how important it was for them at that time, but now looking at them, it's like, it wasn't that big a deal. How animated they were during the time, I can tell you this. Human beings are quick to forget. Human beings are some of the most forgetful individuals. No, no, Resto, it's not for the love of the game because I don't love the game. I don't love the game. There was a time. I don't love the game. You love the game. I don't. I came into this game with a purpose. You guys love it as a game because you don't really see anything out of the immediate need. That was never my intention, which is why I have no problem giving this all up at any time. It's just it's not important to life. This doesn't fulfill me. This doesn't make me feel any better about life. Not about the love of the game. That's for you. That's not for me. Maybe you should have asked me what it means to me. You do this for you. It has nothing to do with me. And Locksmith should have been able to tell you that. This is not serious for me. Just gonna keep it a buck. Trust me, when I die, no one's gonna be sitting here looking at this fucking internet shit and looking at my fucking tombstone. It's not gonna happen. No one's gonna put he was a good or decent or low level or anything live streamer. That dash in the middle will not mention anything. And that's the reality of the world. A lot of us make things more important than what they actually are. Again, another point that I made in my live stream earlier today. People made things way more important than what they actually are. How they perceive things, how the things that they focused on, they think are more important than what's actually happening in the world. I said it earlier. Human beings have a lot of flaws. And a lot of them don't want to take the time to look at it because if they do, they're going to realize just how insignificant they really are in the grander scheme. It is what it is. I'm not mad at it. Just don't think I should be convinced to join in the delusion. Especially when I'm not getting a benefit from it. You say the love of the game. What's my benefit in the game? What am I getting from it? Difference between you and I. What am I getting from the game? What's the benefit? If it's for the love of the game, Resto, what benefit am I getting from it? Not what benefit you're getting from it. What benefit am I getting from it? Because I don't see it. If I really could explain to you guys why I do what I do I'd probably wind up quitting, to be honest with you. If I really explain to you why I do what I do, and I really understood all the little nuances that plays into why I'm here and why I do what I do, the entire channel might go away the very next day. I don't think you're really ready for it. I really don't think you're ready for that. And I learned a long time ago, you never tell anyone everything about you. And I'm sorry if that hits tough for you. I'm sorry if it hits tough for a lot of you guys, but it is what it is. People are not as fickle as you want them to be. Life is tough for all of us. Some of it just wears it better than others because life is different for all of us. Some of us got by really lucky. Some of us are still fighting through it. And I'm sorry if that's not something. I'm not even sorry. I don't even know why I'm saying that. To be honest with you, it's it's unfortunate that a lot of people cannot recognize it because life has been good for them. I I don't care because it has nothing to do with me. Because the same way how you got to focus on your shit, I have to focus on mine. If you do well, that does nothing to benefit me. Especially if you've never been really close to me. It does nothing to benefit me. This is why I say a rapport and everything is built and it's really important. But let's be honest, the rapport is still conditional because it's all about what you can get, not about what you appreciate. And that's unfortunate, but that is, in fact, what I see in the world. All right. All right. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to go eat. And then I got an anime that I'm trying to watch. It looked pretty good when I saw it up on, or at least I saw a little trailer for it. You say without struggle, there is no progression. Some struggles more than others. Yeah. I just don't, I don't think a lot of people want to recognize that, to be honest with you. They don't. A lot of people just think that whatever's going on in their life is either equal to or other people are just doing better. Whatever their life is, they think other people are pretty much coasting that same way, and it's just not true. It's not true. There are people who are doing worse. They acknowledge that there are people who are doing worse, but they can't emotionally conceptualize it. They can see it, they can fathom it, they just can't understand it. That's it. Acknowledging does not mean understanding. Just like I could tell people I've gone through crazy shit. They could be like, "That's crazy. I could," but that doesn't mean they understand it. They don't have the feeling. It's just that simple. So outside of that, guys, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna go take care of my other shit because it's gonna be basically we're running on 3:30. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna take off from there. We're about to hit that 4 hour mark anyway, and I wanted to cut this off an hour ago, but we was having fun. We was kicking it. But I'm gonna leave y'all to it. So I will see you in the next one, and I'm not even gonna redirect you anywhere. You figure out where the hell you want to go. You are grown adults. I'll see you guys pretty much on the next one. All right.